Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thank y'all for being here. I see a few of y'all already in the live comments. Y'all are so sweet for waiting. So, how are y'all today? We're going to be talking about treat all men like providers. All right, I'm going to let a few of y'all get in here. In the meantime, if y'all like wigs and switching it up, definitely check out Wigs. My coupon code is there for you guys. SheRaSeven. They have all types of wigs, any length you can customize, whatever. So get your wigs. Okay. Also, let me tell y'all, treating all men like providers automatically gets them either upset or excited to spend. This is how you start most conversations. Is treating the man as if they're already providing. Because men will treat you like you're already going to sleep with them eventually. Okay? They're already going to treat you like that. They're already looking at you like they're already sizing you up. So we have to do the exact same thing, except with money. So all men who approach you, who are interested in you, see them as providers. That means you speak to them as if they're providing, will provide, better provide. And that's all that they are. Not that they're not much more, but only because if you start off that way, you can skip a lot of unneeded talk. Okay. So always assume they're going to pay. Always mention thanks for treating me. Always mention thanks for taking me here and spoiling me. Always mention that they're spending. Okay. And then when they do buy you something or spend on you, say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. This is why I like you so much. Always make sure they know that's why you like them, because they're spending. The more you tell them this, the more they're going to spend. Tell them that you brag on them to your friends and family when you say, oh my gosh, look what my man bought me. Or look what my, the guy that I'm with or dating bought me. And then tell them how the other women are like, oh, you got a good one. If you boost their ego up from spending or providing, they're going to want to do it more. Okay. Uh-oh, Rena, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to avoid cuddling him after sex. Yuck. Go take a shower. Go to the bathroom. Say you have to go to the bathroom. I don't know. You said yuck. Anyway. Make up some type of thing that you have. Like, oh my gosh, every time I do that, I really have to go to the bathroom and pee really bad. And then once you get in the bathroom, you start to shower up, start taking your time. By the time you come out, he'll be asleep, girl. All right. Don't be cuddling. Okay, so treat all men like providers. So, and also like if they want you to cuddle, make sure cuddle time is talking about spending time. So they'll less likely want to cuddle with you if all you're going to talk about is buying stuff. Pull out your phone and start adding stuff to your cart when he starts to cuddle. Be like, okay, well, cuddle me, and I'm going to just put some stuff in my cart. Okay. Also, like when guys approach you like out and about at a bar or whatever, and they say, hey, how you doing, ma'am? Say, better now that you're here. You want to buy me a drink? Start right off like that. And you can dismiss the dust. Oh, sincerely, sprinkle, sprinkle. This guy said you treat your treat right. I said, you're such a man. You wouldn't feel comfortable with me paying. He said, you're right. Okay, sincerely, JD. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So always counteract whenever they try to act cheap, ma'am. Whenever you see them trying to get you to pay or not pay or do something that's free, always counteract it with oh, you're so sweet how you spoil me all the time. I can't wait to go to dinner tonight, and get whatever I want on the menu with you. If you say it in a silly way or a sarcastic way or a funny way or just assume that they're already paying, they're not going to tell you no, especially if they're still trying to impress you. If they're no longer trying to impress you, then you need to be looking for your next one. Okay. And that's another way to tell when they're no longer trying to impress, when they start to tell you no. It's like, okay, you're not trying to impress me anymore. I guess it's time to go on to the next. And you don't really have to tell them that. You could just say, oh, okay, well, I didn't know you were having financial issues. That's okay. You know what? It's fine. And then end the conversation and go do something else. Okay. And I learned that when you treat all men like providers, they don't mind paying because they think that you see them as this man that has their finances in order, that can spoil you, the kind of man that they actually want to be or they already are. Even if they don't have it like that, or if they're not used to providing, if you already start off like you assume that they're a provider instead of a dusty, they'll go ahead and pay. And like I said, when they start to tell you no, that means they don't have it or they're no longer trying to impress you. But if they do like you a lot, they will find a way to level themselves up to continue to be able to provide for you if you're the type of woman that they actually want. Okay. Men don't provide for women that they don't want because that's a roommate situation. And if you stop paying your half of the rent or the bills, they don't need you anymore. And they start to get mad and, tell you, where you can go. So this is why I'm telling y'all, ladies, never split bills with a man if you think that they like you. Okay. Why does everyone think this backdrop is fake? This don't y'all see the fan going? You see that? You see the fan? That's my fan. You see the roses back here? Normally there's a pillow. I got some roses from Forever Rose. No, from Rose Forever. I always say it backwards sometimes. It's Rose Forever. And they sent me some beautiful roses and a beautiful candle that I have lit right here today. So no, this is real, darling. When I had the fake backgrounds up, people would always be mad. Why do you have a fake background? So I'll give you the real background. But thank you for thinking it's fake because that means it looks nice. I appreciate you. It's a compliment. So thank you. Thank you. Anyway, feel like my outfit? It's a shirt with a bow in the back. And I have on some jeans and my house slippers. I did have on some cute wedges earlier when I was out taking my kids to school. But when I'm around the house, I'm just wearing my house slippers. They're like these. That's what I have on. And some jeans. Okay. Thank you, Shira, for your wisdom. Got 5K and credit card bills paid. Oh, thank you, Krista. I appreciate you. Yes. Parnian, what to do with a B trying to flirt with him? Nothing, darling. If he likes you more, he will cut it right off and apologize for her behavior, or if he allows her to flirt with you right in front of his face, that's kind of disrespectful. But the whole thing is that when you're not around him and when he's not around you, you can literally talk to whoever you want. Okay. A lot of women will do that if they think that they're better looking than you, or that your man is a cheater and will possibly cheat. Or if it's a waitress, they're just trying to get a good tip, you know? If they already know your man, If they know he's a cheater, they're probably flirting because they already know what he's gonna do. Or if they're just flirting with him to get an extra tip, they just trying to get their tip, ma'am. But if they're just flirting with him right in your face, they don't think you look good enough to be with him. Which is why I tell you, ladies, if he's cute or if he's rich, if he's young and cute, you're probably going to have that problem a lot. If he's old, ugly, and have money and paying your bills, you're going to have it a lot less. So I really wouldn't do anything but get a gift out of it. I'm like, okay, that girl was flirting with you. That kind of made me upset. So when are we going shopping? So you can make it up to me. Okay. Or you can be like, that girl is flirting with you. Oh my gosh. Poor thing. She doesn't know that that's not your type. Something like that, girl. Okay. Your man would tip a waiter but not give me money. Is that really worth keeping? Nope. So anyway, treat all men like providers, especially when they mess up. Make sure they're paid. um, always mention things you want them to buy you. Always mention expensive things. So if your man doesn't like buying you super expensive things, always mention it anyway. Talk about it so that like he knows that's your interest, or that's how you're going to be pleased, or that's how what you really want, or that's something that's on your mind. And if they like you a lot, they'll make sure you get it. You could start a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, a month in advance, however long it takes for him to get the idea that he got to get you whatever it is you're asking. That's all you got to do. Just keep talking about what you want. Oh, Shay, sprinkle, sprinkles. Freestyling alone Friday. Okay, for famous retired NBA player at a party. Tips on find a potential provider man there. Expect the crowd to be for okay. Look good and act like you don't know who anyone is. Play dumb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look good, sit alone, and play dumb. They'll find you. That's what I did. Play dumb, have a good time, act like you're not looking for nobody, and they will come find you. Because everybody's always going to be up in their face, being ratchet, being a groupie. But if you're sitting there just enjoying the free alcohol, laughing, looking cute, and not knowing who any of these people are, that's who they want. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Yoko. Hello. Any advice on consistency? Also, what are my perfume notes? Okay. Consistency means getting up and do what you got to do when you got to do it, even when you don't want to. My perfume notes are for Siren Splash, which is in the description bar. Y'all want to get this scented oil. It's called Siren Splash because it reminds you of like the ocean. There's a watery smell, like fresh water. There's a white rose smell, and then there's a very nice pineapple and melon type smell, more of a melon. So it's very, very like, I don't want to say tropical. I'm going to say ocean beachy. Okay. But very, what's the word for it? Strong enough to wear in the evening as well. So you only need a few drops and people will like, oh my God, what are you wearing? So don't put too much. It should last you a long time. And it comes in this beautiful bottle. It looks white, but when you put it in the light, it turns different colors, like a prism. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You've been dating this guy for a month. He keeps talking about sob stories, how women used to. Okay, that's an excuse. That means he doesn't want to pay for you. Say, well, that's so sad that those women used you in the past. I mean, I can imagine a woman using someone like you. I mean, you're so generous already. I mean, what more do they want? I mean, you pay for everything. I assume. I mean, what were they asking for? I mean, I assume a man like you is a perfect gentleman and would pay for everything, and a girl that was with you wouldn't want for anything. Flip it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because that's all he's trying to do is to get out of paying. I don't care if you've been hurt and used. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. You think women want you for you? No, they don't. They want your money. Otherwise, they'd be with somebody that looks better than you and is way younger than you. So you better cough up that cash. And they know that in their mind. They just probably having a midlife crisis and still think that they look like they did when they were like 20 or 30. So honestly, that type of man has literally hit the wall and he doesn't realize it. And his wallet hasn't hit the wall, so that's what he needs to use. Okay. Man, if you're going through your midlife crisis and you don't look as good as you used to, and women don't want you for you, it's time to pull that wallet out because you didn't hit the wall. So now it's time for you to pull the wallet out if it hasn't hit the wall. Okay. That's what your wallet's for. Oh, daughter 28, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband is still being cheap and refusing to get second income. What to do? I stopped sex cooking and cleaning. Okay. Get some boxes. Start getting some boxes. Like just bring some boxes home. That's all you got. Don't say nothing. Go to the box place or go to Walmart and get you some boxes to like pack stuff in, but don't pack anything. Just put them in there and don't say nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't say nothing. Just put them in there. But make sure he can see them. And don't pack anything yet. He ain't gonna know if them boxes for him or for you. Just make him wonder for a little while. And if you still acting stupid, start packing his stuff. You know why you pack his stuff? Especially if y'all live together and your name is on the deed or whatever, or the rent contract. Just start packing his stuff so he thinks he's being kicked to the curb and replaced. Okay. Do I believe that a boy and a girl can be friends? Yes, if neither one are attracted to each other. I do believe that. If the boy and the girl are not sexually attracted to each other, I do believe. If the boy and the girl are sexually attracted to one another, they probably won't stay friends very long before trying to, do something. So I do believe it. As long as they're not sexually attracted to each other, I think it's fine. Um, can a woman have multiple loyal providers? Yeah, of course. You said, where did they do that at? I don't know. Which do what? Be friends or have multiple loyal loyal to me means those payments are on time. So I don't know what you meant by loyal. The payments are loyal. Okay. Multiple loyal providers. That means you're loyal by paying. Okay. That's the only loyalty we need, baby. If they want to be loyal the other way, it's usually when they get older. All right. So here's my thing. If y'all are looking for loyal men, either y'all have to wait till they get old, because that's when most men want to act right, or y'all gonna have to get somebody that nobody wants. Because as soon as they get an opportunity, they're literally gonna take it if they don't think they're gonna get another one from somewhere else. So, and it'll be a hard it'll be a hard thing to say no to if they don't think you're going to find out. So just definitely understand that. And a lot of people will cheat without letting you know, and they'll cheat respectfully. So you will never know. So some of y'all could be with men who are quote unquote loyal because they don't throw it in your face and you never find out. But oh, baby cakes, he gifted you a Chanel on the first date and you're holding off on sleeping with him. I asked him for a car, a Benz. Should I have it under my name, or should I do that? I lied about my age. Okay. I would definitely, if you can get it in your name and him as the co-signer, that's probably good. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Always put your name on it and get him as to co-sign. How do you know? How do they know that they are not attracted to each other? If they can't imagine sleeping with each other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. If you already that's not your type, you ain't doing it. That's it. Okay. How to what? So yeah, that's how. If that's not your type, and you are probably not getting the bed with that person, especially for free. Oh, thank you, Coco. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She sent me some cash app. I appreciate you, girl. Let me see. Miss Coco says, did she say so? Hold on. Thank you for helping. Oh, you're so sweet. And Ella says, love the look. I don't know if that was from today or yesterday. Okay. If you're gonna lie about your age, as long as you're legal, I don't really think they care. So for example, if I were single and I told someone I was 25 and they're dumb enough to believe it, that's their problem. Okay. Oh, baby cakes, sprinkle, sprinkle. How should I go about lying about my age when we get the car? Tell them you don't celebrate birthdays and you forgot how old you were. I scratched that. Tell them you forgot how old you were because you stopped counting when you were that age. A lot of women do that. Just lie and laugh at it. It's like, women lie about their age. You thought I was, well, that's a compliment that you believe me. Thank you, baby. But anyway, can you imagine me telling someone I'm 25 and then having to show them my real age? They're going to faint. And then I'm laughing at them for believing it. Like, you believe that? Dang. I don't think I look 25, but I took it as a compliment that you believed it. Okay. As long as you're of legal age, I don't think they care. And a lot of times, when you sign in contract, they're not going to be looking at your birthday, or just fill out the paperwork before they get there, or privately. Hmm. You said, why are so many women struggling to be mean? Because they're dumb and they haven't learned that nice finish last. Okay. And once they learn that, they'll be acting mean no time and no time. They have to learn though, because if they don't learn, they're not going to believe it. And then they're going to go back and forth. And it's going to be even more confusing. So they actually haven't learned yet. When they learn, they won't be nice anymore. Okay. How to be more confident dating men of a different race. Um, Honestly, a prize. If you're not the prize in any dating situation, you're not going to be confident. So you're always the prize, no matter what race you're dating. They are lucky to have you in their presence, no matter what race you are dating. Think like that, and you'll be very confident no matter who you're dating at the time. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can I talk about the pros and cons of being older? Okay, there is no pros and cons. You just have to date older. The older you are, the older you date, the more money you can get. So you're 40, you need to date somebody in their 60s. Okay. Date somebody older so you can get some more money, ma'am. Don't be trying to date the same age. Oh, Drizzy Drake in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all Drake fans in here? Y'all know Drake moved to Houston. Oh, is that the dusty? Is that the dusty hashtag now? Oh, you know what? Dazzle dust. Y'all should get this. This is like edible glitter, and you can sprinkle your dazzle dust onto your water to make it glisten. This is the only kind of dust I like. Glittery, sparkly kind. Oh my gosh, I got it on my shirt. Oh no. The dusties are celebrating. I just blew it off. That's how you get rid of dust. Just blow it away. Bye. Blow it away by asking them to pay a bill. Y'all get y'all some dazzle dust. Y'all can make y'all's little drinks and cocktails look really pretty. I use that also to make like these little rose-shaped ice molds that you can put in your cup. Yes. That drizzle drizzle sounds like y'all forgot to pay the water bill. I need to change that. It's not catchy. And it also sounds like you're talking about Drake and Drizzy. So it's kind of confusing. Y'all need to do better. Go back to the drawing board. Okay. Drizzle drizzle. No one paid the water bill. Drizzle Drizzy Drake. Drizzle drizzle. We're trying to copy women because we wish we were them. All right, anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what sounds way better. Anyway, your boss is married and he's older, but begs to take me out and tries to provide for me anyway. Girl, get it, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time. They don't stop nobody. If it ain't you, it's gonna be the next one. You might as well get it. Might as well get them extra benefits, ma'am. I'm going out to eat. I'm going shopping afterwards, and I'm clocking in late every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know why y'all ask me dumb questions. All right. So what are y'all really asking me? Should you date a married man if they're willing to spend and provide? Of course. Because if it's not you, it's gonna be the next chick, and you're gonna be sitting there mad, asking yourself why you didn't do it in the first place. Okay. Then you're gonna be mad at the chick that he chose because you said no. And then you're gonna be like, oh, he's married. Okay, well, that could have been you. He's gonna cheat anyway, ma'am. Whether you are a part of it or not. That's all I'm saying. Gonna cheat anyway. Make him buy you something nice. Okay. Do you give him sex? If you want to, if he spent enough money, if you don't really have to want or need anything, if them bills paid. If you want to. Okay. That's it. Okay. So a 19-year-old girl in a relationship should not get pregnant, Should not be paying on dates. It should not be taking anybody seriously unless they're over the age of 45 for marriage. And they should not be thinking about marriage till they're at least 25. There you go. You should be thinking about getting bills paid, getting a car upgrade, spending money, or starting a business and using his money to save your money. That's the only thing you should be thinking about: money. Money. And if you're gonna date several. That way you can date a cute guy and an ugly guy that will pay for your bills. You can date a cute guy and an old guy that will pay for your bills. You should have more than one. You shouldn't be trying to settle down and act like you're married at the age of 19. You should be getting all the money you can, stacking it, dating who you want, when you want, and being unapologetic and protecting yourself. Okay? And if you fall in love, remember, fall into some money. If he ain't got no money, you can't fall in love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he can't buy you drink, if he can't buy you the best, you can't fall in love. Can't upgrade your vehicle, you can't fall in love. Okay? Just keep him as one of the many. How to tell if a man is a provider based on his appearance? Should I look at watch? And well, the watch could be fake, and if you can't tell a fake watch from far away, then what? Shoes. Men will spend their rent money on shoes and live in an apartment with no furniture and just an Xbox. So, no. You can tell by their appearance, how healthy they look, how well groomed they are, their hands, their skin. You could then look at their shoes and maybe their watch. But that's still not a guarantee. If they spend, they got it. Okay? How do you make it not obvious it's only about money? By calling them pet names. Baby, honey, giving them eye contact, smiling, trying to hold their hand or touch their shoulder. That's a major distraction from a beautiful woman. It's like, honey, or baby, or sweetheart, or sweetie, you're just so funny. I always compliment them on something besides their looks. You're so smart. I learn so much when we're together. That's why I like being with you. Plus, you spoil me so much. Oh my gosh. Always add something extra on it. Why do you think that you're with me? Because you're so optimistic and positive, and you just make me see life from a whole different perspective. And you're so sweet and generous and kind, and you're always trying to spoil me. All right. That's why you always add a little extra on it. And then they'll have to uphold that because that's how you see them. They'll have to continue. Right? And you're going to be like, oh, and I wanted to tell y'all, when I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm going to open this and toast with you guys on live. I'm going to toast with you guys with my champagne that I got for my birthday. I didn't drink it, so I said I'm going to save it for a special occasion, which is when I hit 1 million subscribers. So y'all share my channel, share my videos, subscribe, click like, pass the link to your unsubscribed friends. And we're going to go ahead and pop this open on live. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll have a little party. 1 million followers party. Oh, hold on. I'll put it back in here. It comes in a whole case and stuff. There you go. It's like packing luggage. Hold on. It comes in a whole carrying case with Velcro. And I think I showed y'all this on when I got it for my birthday, but it's heavy too, y'all. Oh, so we're saving that for when I get to 1 million. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to get a Chanel bag? Ask. Act like you can buy it yourself, but you want it to be gifted to you. It's like, you know what? I believe that luxury handbags are really made for men to gift women to impress them and show how much they appreciate and care for them and how, da da da. It's like a big gesture. It's like a grand gesture. And plus, it appreciates in value. If you tell them that it appreciates in value, it's a grand gesture. Luxury was made for men to gift women to impress them, to show them how much they mean to them. They might just do it, man. Okay. hmm Your married boyfriend pays for dinners, necessities, car insurance, but not gifts, jewelry, shopping. How do I make him do it in a feminine way, please? Tell them that's what you want. Or tell them your friend has a man and he always giving her money to go shopping and buying her gifts and stuff. And she asked me why my man doesn't do it. Always give him some fake secret competition from your friend's man or your colleague or co-worker's man or somebody. Or always tell them what other men are doing for people that you know that he's not doing for you. And he'll be like, okay, well, I guess I got to do it now because, she got to make excuses for me instead of bragging on me. Okay. Whatever it is that you're wanting, wear less of it. So if you want jewelry, don't wear any jewelry while you're with him. Okay. If you want a purse, wear the ratchetest, ugliest purse that's falling apart, that's out of style. Okay. And start complaining about it every time you pull it out. Make sure the purse don't match nothing. Make sure the purse throws the entire outfit off. So if that man is out with you and he's trying to look good and he's got his woman with some raggedy purse, he's gonna look bad. So he's gonna have to fix you up. Okay. He's gonna have to fix you up. Oh, baby, Coco. What does being mean look like when he always acts super nice and clingy? One date so far, I laid foundation for a sob story. What else do I need to go? Okay, well, complimenting him on how nice he is and things like that, and say, normally I don't really like super nice, clingy guys, but there's just something about you. Nice, nasty, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, normally I really don't get along. Don't say I don't like. Say normally I really don't get along with super nice, clingy guys, but I think I can get used to you. You seem like you're very sweet, generous, and seem like you want to spoil a woman. So you talk to him like a provider. Do you give him the nice, nasty, of sweet, kind of clingy? Okay. You say you did that and he came home with a true religion purse. Well, if that's what you wanted, then good for you, ma'am. If not, put it on Poshmark. Try again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also send them links to what you want. Tell them where the store is. Point it out when you're out and about. Drive down the street where the store is, or go to the mall and walk by where the store is in the mall. Look at it, all over it in the window. Tell him you wish you had that purse. Like, just keep talking about it. Just keep verbalizing it. And you're gonna get it soon. Thank you for a lot for your wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, girl. Miss Sharon. So it's easy to get a luxury purse if it's especially if your birthday's coming up or a major holiday. So always ask before that so they have time to go figure it out, or send them links way before, because uh, some guys have to wrap their head around these prices because men don't really buy a lot of purses unless they bought a lot of purses for women before. So they need to be able to wrap their head around this price, see if you're worth it. Get used to the fact that all women have this type of stuff. They need to process it mentally, a lot of these guys first. So always give them, oh, hold on, I'm trying to adjust this lighting because it's kind of cloudy out there. Always give them a couple of weeks to process the whole thing. Okay. That's just going to help you, ladies. Um, you said a man ran away when you told him your religion. How to get him to revert? Tell him that you don't follow your religion. That's just how you were raised, but you're not active. Just tell him you're not active in your religion, and then don't be active in your religion around him, because a lot of people run away from religious women. I don't blame them either. How do you make him spend money without sleeping with him? Just like all the other women do. False hope. False hope, man. Okay. I missed your question. I thought I got it. Y'all be not, sometimes y'all don't be listening and while I'm answering it. Okay, baby Coco, I answered this question like 3 minutes ago. I said, tell him, normally I don't like super nice and clingy, or reword it like this. Normally, I don't get along with super nice and clingy guys, but there's something different about you. I really like you. And also you seem like you like to spoil women. That's what you tell them. Always treat him like a provider. If he's not getting the hint and the clue by the second or third date, then it's time to do something different. Oh, Lauren. Oh, Lauren, she didn't dropped $1.99. Thank you, Lauren. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You must have found you a good sugar daddy. I know you found you a good sugar daddy. Thank you, Shira Boo. We are off to our next first class vacation as usual. What? Girl, toast some for me. Me and my champagne glass, too. All right. Y'all have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I appreciate you, Lauren. Lauren coming through with the sprinkles. Okay. You have fun on your vacay. Yes. Y'all give it up for Lauren. She sprinkled me nice. She found her a good sugar daddy. How do you make the men at your job see you more? I'm a teacher and cannot dress too provocative. Okay, dress feminine then. Dress feminine and get that perfume working, ma'am. Do lighter feminine colors. Smile more. Do lighter makeup, like lighter feminine makeup colors. Make sure your nails are cute. You know, you can't dress provocative. Dress feminine. Look better than all them other teachers. Okay. If you can stand it, wear some heels or some, you know what I'm saying? If you can't, wear some cute flats. I know standing up all day, it might hurt. Or have a change of shoes in your classroom. You know, when you get tired of the heels, switch to the flats. Anyway, you said Miss Honey from Matilda. Yeah. What to reply when he says you were a diva? I thought you were a diva. Say, yeah. You know, a lot of people think that only, I'm just expensive like a diva. That's all. But don't worry. I know you can afford it. Oh, you know what? That's so sweet. A lot of people think I'm a diva, but I'm still as expensive as a diva. Don't get that twisted, I know, but I know you can afford it. You have no problem with that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have ever approached. Always treat them like a provider. I'm sure you can afford my spending habits. Otherwise, you would have never approached. You're literally programming them, telling them, you getting ready to spend some money, sir. Are you getting ready to go? It's your choice. What about when they brag about stuff they bought you during arguments? Tell them, thank you. I really appreciate that. And what are you going to buy me after this argument? Because it's going to cost a lot for for your forgiveness after this. So you can add the one more thing to it after this argument, whatever I'm picking out next. You finna add to that list, sir. I bought you this. I bought you that. It's, thinking of that, I need to match your wallet. So after this, we're going over there. You want me to talk to you, right? You can add some more to that list on the next argument, and I'm gonna add some more too. Every time you talking about what you bought, I'm gonna talk about what you fit about. Okay. I paid for this and I paid for that and I bought this and I bought that. Yeah, but you didn't give me the wallet with it. Oh, bad gal Becca, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, girl. He gonna stop bringing it up at that point. Watch the next argument. He ain't gonna say nothing he bought because all it's gonna do is remind you of what you need extra to go with it. Okay, I need this to go with it. I need the keychain. I need the wallet. I need the umbrella. I don't know. Oh, Peachy Legs, how are you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. You're 26 and you've been talking to a 40-year-old rich man, and he would give me anything and wants to be my sugar daddy. I'm finally going to meet him tomorrow. How do I bring it up without sounding money hungry? You bring it up before you even get there, ma'am. On the text. I can't wait for you to spoil me. I'm so excited. I told all my friends. That's what you tell him. On the text before you go meet him. He's going to have to stop by the ATM before he comes. All right. Just tell him straight up from the beginning. That way he's not going to cancel the date if he really likes you. He's going to just go by the ATM. That's all. Make sure he got you an envelope of money so that you can go shopping, or he'll take you shopping, or he'll fix it up so that you'll have some money. Okay. You said, Shira, you're teaching support equality in relationships, teaching women their worth and pushing back against outdated relationship dynamics. Yeah, because I'm not getting ready to be nobody's maid and do it when they want. If they're not being my ATM and taking me shopping and giving me gifts when I want. Because, maids, cooks, and prostitutes get paid. So if a man has to go out and hire a personal chef, if a man has to go out and hire a maid service, if a man has to go pay a prostitute, and then he marries a wife and don't give her no money and tells her to go out and pay half the bills, well, you getting cheated. You better go get your money, or you better marry rich, because otherwise you're working and sleeping with a man and giving him some money. You paying to be with him. If you're a wife and you bring home bill money and you sleep with this dude, wash his clothes, sleep with him when he wants to, and cooks, you're paying to be with him. And I love myself too much to pay to be with some man. And that's how y'all need to start looking at it. You're literally, and then if you have kids on top of it, you got to take care of them kids, go to work, cook, clean, do laundry, dishes, and then sleep with him too, and still try to look good. You are paying to be with him and stressing yourself out in the process. So don't do it. Make sure you marry rich, or at least date rich. And make sure you don't lay down with nothing broke and have no kids with nothing broke. Because you're literally paying to be with a man, if that's what you're doing. And it's sad the way you look at it. Because if a man didn't have you and he had to pay for everything that you do for him, it would cost him a lot. And you sitting up there giving yourself away for free, your services away for free? No. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It is an interesting perspective because it's the truth. Well, it's the truth in my perspective. Now, if you want to sleep with him, and if you want to wash his dirty clothes, and if you want to clean up if you want to cook with for him. It doesn't matter if you want to or not. You could still be getting paid if you wanted to cook and become a private chef. You could still be getting paid if you wanted to wash somebody else's clothes. Okay? It doesn't matter if you want to or not. It matters what the value of whatever it is you're doing, and you're not getting it, and you're putting in and giving away more than what you're receiving. And this is why a lot of times when women get divorced or cheated on by their spouse or boyfriend or husband, they feel so bad because they gave so much and the other guy didn't. They didn't give you anything. They just took. And that's why women feel terrible after a relationship, because they gave more. Even if you wanted to give, even if you enjoy cooking and cleaning and doing that stuff to that man, you still gave him more than what he gave you. And that's why so many women can't get over their ex or feel so bad after a divorce or after they were cheated on, because they gave way too much. Stop giving all of that and you're not even gonna care. You're like, well, on to the next. I'm glad I didn't give all that away for free. Like Pick Me Chanel. There's some women right now that's been living with a man for 10 plus years, don't have a ring, don't have an engagement ring, still doing wifely duties, still haven't seen any type of, benefits, still haven't received a luxury purse or anything, hasn't upgraded their vehicle, their man won't do nothing for them. But since they're such pygmishas, they're not going anywhere. So they're working for free or paying the man to stay. Literally, they're literally paying the man and serving the man in order to stay, just to say they got a man. I'm sorry, I look too good to be that desperate. And if y'all look good, y'all need to know your value. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said emotional labor too. Yep. You don't even get emotional support, but you give it for free. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, is it Cheska? Thank you, Cheska. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Don't do it. Okay. Save yourself, man. It's okay because society teaches you to value yourself less. But this is a new era. This is dust-free era, and this is self-love era. Treat yourself like the prize. Treat yourself like the priority, and you can, leave behind old, you know, societal ways of how you view yourself. You can change. How old was I when I married? 26. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was 26. All right. And y'all, I was storing my wedding dress at my mother's house. And recently, like, she was tired of storing it for me. So she gave it back to me. And I guess after all these years, I should have it because, I actually forgot it was over there. But it's so pretty. I pulled it out of the little bag and it's so beautiful. I was like, oh, I want to wear this. I told Layla she could have it when she gets older. If she wants to marry with my dress. Do you think working hard and getting money is something your girls should be doing? They already do, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't work hard, they work smart. So uh yeah. I teach them how to get money for really easily. So for example, one of my daughters is a writer. The other has a Poshmark store, and she's also a writer. So they have talents and a little small, like, teenage business. Oh, Justice, what tips can you give for being with a woman in a lesbian relationship? Says she wants to be a provider, but she's giving a little dusty. Honestly, the sad thing is, if she can't provide like a man, then you might as well be straight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I find that if you compare women who are trying to provide for you to men, that really makes them mad and want to do more. So compare them to a man and how a man would do this and a man would do that. I don't know. Y'all asking the wrong one, but if it were me, that's what I would do. You're like, well, I might as well just be with a man since you can't provide. Or would you mind if I dated a man on the side? Someone says get a richer woman. Yeah, either get a richer woman or compare her to a man and see what she can do. If you're trying to be nice with it though, say, you know what, this is so sweet and kind that you're trying, use keyword trying to provide. But like if this is gonna work, I mean, this we have to think on a grander scale because we need more. This is a top. This is a top and it has a bow in the back. And it ties up. And it's kind of like flowy. Yeah. And it has like these little sleeves. Okay. Why do men switch up so quick? Because they're not able to switch up quick how? Like it depends. Because you got to be more specific because I don't know what you're talking about. Your new sugar daddy paid one bill and now pressure me to sleep with him. Girl, what bill was it? Because ain't one bill. He can't get nothing with one bill. Tell him he got about 20 more to go. Okay, one bill, check. Okay, now here go the rest. You want to pay off? If you pay off these credit card bills, you might be closer to where you think you're trying to get. Girl, you need to pay off your car or something, man. You can't just He got to put in more effort. One bill. Tell him you could start a GoFundMe and get that for free. Uh-oh, Melanie. Hold on. Merrily, how to remain the prize with someone you agreed to have nothing too serious preference of both. By having more than one and letting them know that you're not theirs because it's not serious. They don't have to know you have more than one. They just have to think you might have more than one, but because you're not always texting them back and you're spending more time away from them as if you do. Okay. And you're always looking like you have options. A boy you were talking to called you crazy because you was talking to him crazy and he fell back and said, I'm too basic. I'm too much basically. Okay, so first of all, you said a boy, so you must be young. If it's not about money, I'm not talking to nobody. If you're over the age of 18, find you a man. If you're not, then you should be talking to several boys. Okay, Dubai baby sprinkle. What to say to politely move on from a guy to other guys when freestyling if rich dude bought you a drink? Girl, when he buys you a drink, take the drink and walk around and say, I think I see my friend over there. I'll be right back. Maybe you can meet them. Then disappear. Like, oh my gosh, I think I see my friend over there. I'll be right back. Then make your rounds. Then look, this is what I used to do. I used to make rounds, especially if it's in a busy place. Get the drink and you say, I told my friend I'll be right back. I'll see you. Or if you don't have a friend, say, oh my gosh, I think I see my friend that just walked in. Maybe I'll bring them over here. Don't say her, say them. And then take your drink and go walk around, make your rounds, then come back. I'm like, oh my gosh, that wasn't them. Anyway, how are you? So if you don't find anyone more interesting, then you go right back for your second drink. Okay. And once you get your second drink, by that time they've invested in 2 drinks and they really like you. So then you can start to talk about, how you like money or how you like shopping or, the things that you like and stuff like that. And to keep you there, they're going to offer it to you, or, make sure that they show you that they have money. That way you get to know a little bit more, so that you won't walk off again and make another round. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to try to impress you more after that first round. That's how you get it. Okay. And make sure you look good, ma'am. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me see if I saw your super chat. Hold on. Shira, do you believe in the phase single until married? If so, how do you apply this when in a relationship and dating? Yes, single to married. You know why? Because legally you're not married. So that means legally you're still able to marry another man. That means if you found someone better that you liked and they proposed, but the guy that you're with in a relationship with for years and years and years doesn't see you as wife material, then what you gonna do if you want marriage? If you want to be a wife, what are you gonna do? That means single to married. Are you gonna sit there and wait for that guy to want you to be wife, or are you going to explore other options? I'm exploring all options until, like, you want someone that likes you way, way more. And a man who won't marry you don't like you way, way more. So single to married, yes. If you find somebody that likes you way, way, way more, that's wifey right there, then go there, because that's where you're gonna get treated better. So just continue to date. If whoever you're dating is not leading to marriage and you're wanting it to, then either tell them, look, either this is leading to, to marriage, or it's leading to me traveling alone next year. So do I need to make some traveling arrangements, or do I need to start looking at bridal magazines? But basically you're telling him, if you don't pop the question by this amount of time, I'm going to explore my other options and travel alone. And if he can't live without you, if you've been in his life for so long, he know what he got to do, right? If not, keep your options open, man. And you should always look like you can have options at any time, forever. How do you find rich guys in a conservative country? On the rich side of town, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. Don't stay with no man if he doesn't like you enough to marry you, because that means you'll never be like, his top priority. Like, oh, you don't want to marry me? You just want me to stay around and cook and clean for you and give you free sex, but I'm not good enough to marry? Then goodbye. Somebody else will think so, and then just say goodbye. Would you date a man that's never had a girlfriend? Has he had a boyfriend? Mm, Has he dated women? Has he slept with women? Is he still a virgin? I need to know the details. Is he broke? Can he afford a girlfriend, ma'am? How do you avoid catching feelings for multiple suitors? Okay. They all have to be different. So, or you need to date suitors that you don't like. Okay. Be in it for the money. Oh, Electra, how do I do at bars when trying to meet providers, read a book, be on the phone? No, look like you're there because you want to be there. Enjoy your drink. Look, I have a prop today. Enjoy your drink, whatever you're drinking. Enjoy it. You like, enjoy the ambiance, the music, people watch. Like, this drink is so good. To the bartender, what did you put in it? Look like you're enjoying yourself, your life. You're having fun, that you're not looking for no man. And a man will watch and observe. Oh, she looks like she's having a good time and really enjoying herself. And she looks friendly and happy. Let me go approach. And that's how you do. You don't be on your phone Don't be in there. You be in here like this. All right. See how much better that looks from, another perspective. Okay. Now you can bring a book as a conversation starter, but don't be reading it. Don't bring my book either, because no. Okay. Bring some book that makes you look not too smart, but smart enough. Or you could do like a journal or a planner or something, like just have it sitting there. Make them come on. What are you reading? Oh, such and such. So don't bring nothing too deep, or just something. Opinions on having 3 boyfriends currently. They all pay. I'm happy. My phone. You're happy? You have everything but no friends. I want more money. Keep going. Yes, keep going, girl. Why do you need friends when you got 3 boyfriends? Those are friends, boyfriends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Drizzy Drake in the house. Oh, dust drizzles. Dazzles dust. Dazzle dust. Somebody forgot to pay their water bill. Anyway. Yes. Don't bring the sprinkle, sprinkle book, ma'am. They're going to turn it right back around. Like, ooh, gotta go. Or they might like it. You never know. I don't think you should bring it, though. Someone says no dust drizzles. They should say poof poof instead, because they dusty. You ain't got nothing to drizzle. All you got is poof poof. Y'all, whenever they say that, comment back poof poof with dust emojis, okay? I missed your questions, girl. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me get it. I don't see it, ma'am. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe it hasn't gone through. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he gave you a little amount of money and you need more, and how to ask him? So when he gives you the money, let's pretend he gave you some money in an envelope. He gave it to you digitally, then just say this. Be like, thank you so much. Every little bit helps. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to get the rest. But thank you so much for trying to help. That means you didn't do enough. It's only a little bit. You got to go find another one just to get the rest. And he's going to be like, well, how much more do you need? All right. That's all you have to say. If he's on the trajectory to be a millionaire, like his own business, okay, is he on the trajectory to give you money right now? Because there's guys that aren't millionaires that are still providers. Don't bring any book by me unless you're at a lesbian bar. I don't know. Don't bring no sprinkle to the bar, man. Don't keep this in your house, in your car, or wherever. That way you're not going to give yourself away, man. Come on. If a man really, really likes you, if he really wants you, he will make a way to get you what you need and want. All right. I'll even have a definition of a dusty up in here. A dusty is a broke man who keeps trying to reach out of his league to date. Oh, Anastasia. Sure, what are the 3 ways to make a married man a provider? Remind him that he's married. Is it your married man? Okay. Is it someone else's married man? Remind him that he's married and the things that you like and want. You talk about him until he starts providing. That's literally it. There's not that they're not that hard. They already know women like money. They married. The wife has done most of the work. Okay, Ashley, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see. How to get health insurance if you are not working and your man is paying all the bills? Get on his health insurance, ma'am. Or have him pay for like one of those health insurances that you can get on your own. Add another bill to it. You can get private health insurance without having to work. So just add it to his bills that he's paying for you. Or he'll find a way to put you on his. What are the, okay, I already answered that question. Thank you. Someone says get Obamacare. Y'all silly. You have a guy who's trying to stress you mentally. What should you do? Ignore him and go date another one. Ignore him and do some self-care. Ignore him and fill up your shopping cart online. Okay. Poof, poof, dusties. The poof, poof. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So whoever is providing more and giving you the lifestyle that you want, they're providers. Remember, and I saw a comment where she says a millionaire was stingy and then she married a guy who was blue collar and is way more generous. Okay. I don't know if yeah. So you can have a millionaire all day long. If he ain't spending and paying no bills and you're not driving an upgraded vehicle and living in the house you want and living the lifestyle you want, it don't matter. He is not a status symbol to you unless you tell the next guy that you're dating that you used to date a millionaire, because they're just automatically going to assume that they were providers. You see? So a millionaire is only a status symbol when you've left them and on to the next. A woman is always a status symbol, no matter when they're with you or not. So millionaire will make the other guy want to spend and pay more because you used to date a millionaire. You can go back to that if you wanted. They chose me, you know? But as a millionaire and you're cheap, the woman is always going to be a status symbol to you, whether you're spending on her or not. So ladies, know your value. Go where the most money is and where they're generous to you, period. Where they're giving you the lifestyle that you want. There are some ladies who are dating millionaires and still paying their bills. Or date, So I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't tell nobody I'm dating a millionaire if I'm paying my own bills. I tell you that. Manifest with ease now. Okay, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. First date with a white man of means. Oh my goodness. And he asked me what my parents did for a living, or what your parents do for a living. Why and what is the ideal? Okay, he's trying to see if you come from money or not. He's trying to see if you broke, if you live with him, what side of town you're probably from or live on. That's a really general question to get a lot of answers. So Of course, you could lie. Just say, oh, they were entrepreneurs. They own their own business. Just a small business, you know. My candle start to smell good. All right. Always answer very vaguely. Okay. Tell them your parents' business. Oh, yep. CW, no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you answered. Good for you. It makes them spend more money when they think you come from money because they know that you're used to being spoiled. That's so true, Tatiana. Okay. Ask him what his parents did. He's all up in your business. Exactly. So, yeah, treating all men like providers will definitely get them to spend more. So, always assume that they're paying, always thank them for treating in advance. Always make sure that you speak about you know, how much, you know, you feel like they're spoiling you, how generous they are, how fun it is to be with them, and then on top of that, how they spoil you. Always talk about that as, complimentary when you're out with them. So they'll continue. They'll always want to impress you more and more each time that you go out on a date or when they're, with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the dust in this is thick. Yeah, but we're ignoring them. You know how people ignore dust when they don't feel like cleaning? Same thing. Ignore them until the maids get here. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You made a dusty mat today. Congratulations, ma'am. Okay, Marilee, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would a dusty approach the maintenance woman? Uh, because, you know, this is why you go to nice areas where they don't hang out. You got to go somewhere else where they can't get, or when they're not able to, you know, buy a drink. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to know and recognize if some man is a kidnapper or rapist? Um, First of all, if you're on the rich side of town and they're driving a nice car, they're in a restaurant eating, they don't have to do all of that. They don't have to do that. If they're too quick to try to get you somewhere fast, that's a red flag. Okay. And then someone says background checks. Okay. There you go. Usually, the older they are, the less likely that they'll have to resort to those types of things. So, date older. All right. Mhm. Okay, when a rich man who can probably get any woman's number asks for mine, should I give it right away or act more cold and hard to get? I'm afraid that he won't insist and I'll lose. Postpone giving him the number until later. That means you can have my number, but let me give it to you later. That means let's talk a little bit more. Let's conversate a little bit more. Let me get a little to know a little bit more about you. And he's more likely to impress you during that conversation if he knows he's getting your number afterwards. And it's still a way to make him work for it. It's like, sure, I'll give you my number. I'm gonna give it to you in a little while though. So anyway, you're so nice. But don't worry, I'm gonna give you the number. But I'm just so, I'm just so into our conversation, and I don't really want to do anything with my phone right now. Then ask him for his number and call it. Like, you have my number now. He knows the real number and that he earned it, so he gonna use it. Okay. How much money is enough money for a guy to take care of his bills and mine? Depends on how much his bills are, how much your bills are. If you're gonna be able to pay them long term, if you plan on upgrading at a certain point to a better house and a better car and spending more money, if you're gonna be able to handle that too. So it all depends. Like, I think 5 years from now, can he pay your bills 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Is his potential of earning going to increase or stay the same? Does he have a career or a job? Does he own a business? What is he? Does he have several streams of income? You got to calculate all that into the next couple of years. All right. That way you won't be sitting over here talking about, well, at first he started off right paying all bills, but now I want more. You got to make sure he got more before you even get into the relationship. Okay. So whatever you think you're going to want now and 5 years from now, that's what he has to be able to provide. And then when you get to the 5 year mark, then he should be still earning more and more and having more streams of income. Want a man lose interest if you're not intimate with him? No. Not if he's invested a lot. If he's invested a lot of money and effort and and energy and dates into you, he's going to try to get a return. So he's going to stick around a little bit longer the more he's invested, thinking you're going to one day give in. So if he loses interest right away, then he never wanted to invest in the first place, and you weren't going to get much out of him anyway. So on to the next. A man who invests money into you, pay your bills, give you gifts, he's investing into intimacy with you eventually. You got to get to know him. You got to feel safe with him. You got to feel financially safe with him. He has to impress you, let him know, let you know that he's a provider if things should, get serious. And it's called courting. And he's courting you. And back in the old days, courting only led to marriage, not sex. Sex after marriage. But in the modern day, courting leads to sex. So if he can't even court you, he don't need no sex. Unless you have more than one and you just want to give it to him and get the money from the other one. Make sure both have money just in case you get pregnant, because you don't want to tell no dusty that he's about to be a daddy. Okay? You don't want to tell a dusty he's about to be a daddy. You want to tell a millionaire that he's about to be a daddy. That's the only people you need to lay down with if you lay down and risk having a baby. A millionaire. That's when you need to get it, because you can legally get it. Don't matter if he's stingy or not. All right. How to make an already provider man provide even more? Like earn more and become a millionaire and provide luxury. Well, it has to be in him already, the drive, but in order for him to want to do it, you have to be the type of woman that he wants to do it for, to keep. Okay. So you already have to be the woman that he would date as a millionaire. Are you the type of woman that he would date as a millionaire? That's the key. So I would say level up a lot more so that it looks like you can leave him and go get a millionaire before you start to tell him that he should do more, that he should have several streams of income, that he should do this and he should do that to, earn more. You need to look like you can replace him with a millionaire right now before you encourage him to become one. Get it? Because if you're the type of woman that he'll want as a millionaire, then he thinks if he doesn't become one, he can't keep you. All right. That's what you're doing, Ashley? All right. Okay. And every so often come home looking really good. Be like, oh, I just had lunch. And, it was so funny. Somebody tried to pay for my meal. They were driving a Bentley, but I told him that I was engaged or I had a boyfriend. So now he thinks millionaires are coming up to you, rich men are coming up to you. So he better get his stuff together, you know? Y'all want to hear something funny? Okay, so sometimes those type of things happen when people will buy you something or pay for something for you or send you a gift or give you money or whatever. So sometimes I'll tell James, right? Like, oh, somebody sent me something nice, or oh, this person paid for that. Oh, this and that. And he'll be like, well, I was in the grocery store the other day and this lady paid for my groceries. And I'm like, that's not the same thing. They just think you're a senior citizen on a fixed income and they want to help you. But I don't say nothing. I go, oh, that's nice. Free groceries. They get that AARP. Your ego. Your husband, father, was stingy and never provided for his wife. Now my husband is stingy and not romantic. How do I get him to buy trips and bags and romance? Go without him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you're going alone, girls trip, and your friend is paying for it. He gonna think you going out with another man, and he gonna want to go. And if he want to go, he got to pay. What y'all? I told y'all it was funny. Like they're just trying to help senior citizens, man. It's a thing that I think it's a thing to pay for some old people's carts. Free food, man. Someone's like, that's not, some women can't even get a man to pay for their groceries. So I guess James is doing something. Doing something right. I think it's funny. Like I want to tell him that, but I don't want to burst his bubble. So I let him feel like, he's all that. Okay. He says he didn't want to make he said that he didn't let the person pay for the groceries, but the one lady insisted. So he said, okay. She felt bad for the black people. She felt bad for the old man. I don't know, something, but her heart was being charitable. Never assume just because you see an old black man that he needs you to buy his groceries. But if you choose to buy his groceries, that's thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Jeanette, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a member. He said he's lying to you to make you jealous, but why would he make me jealous over groceries? He couldn't make me jealous though. I would just tell him, oh, well, you should have put some more stuff in the cart. Girl, I said, well, you should have put some more stuff in that cart. Give me a magazine too. All right. What's the disadvantage of marrying a much older man? It depends on why you marry them. That's number one. So if you marry them to have a best friend and companion and someone to do everything with, that's not going to happen because they're too old. So um, usually it's in the beginning of the relationship that you could do that, but when they get a little bit older, they go to sleep early. So you can do whatever you want after that. They just pay all the bills. They argue way less. So they know that you can go and replace them and do better. So they do what you ask. So I don't, the only disadvantage I see is that they sleep more. They sleep more. Um, but that's good if you don't really want to do anything with them or go anywhere. But just that all depends on you as a woman. Like for me, it's perfect. It's perfect because I can go shopping, I can go do what I want, I can go vacation, I can take my kids wherever we're gonna go. We don't really have to, you know. worry about plans because we're just going to do what we plan to do. So it's kind of like just having someone that's paying all the bills and you do whatever you want. Oh, Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. I know you love your name now, huh? Unless that's a fake name. Anyway, one of my providers have been invested a lot, jewelry allowance, but suddenly doesn't reach out anymore. What does it mean? I mean, his wife came back or he found another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or his wife, girlfriend came back or he found another one. That's what that means. Okay. Your aunt and grandma got younger man who pay for everything. Good for them. Them young man in the wheel. That's good. You know what? I like to see women win at any age. Jolene, at least he's sending you money still. Yeah. Hopefully he's sending you money, Jolene. Oh, Jeanette, thank you for the super sticker. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How long should you date someone before marrying them? You should date them long enough for them to invest in you, to let you quit your job, to be a total provider for you so that they can prove to you that you're able to be a stay-at-home mom if you choose to without them fixing their lips to ask you to go to work ever. You to make sure they can totally provide for you in a family because that's what it's going to turn into. Okay. So however long that takes for you to get him to understand that you ain't working and he better be able to pay all the bills with the kids, that's how long. And at least you're the age of 25. I say that's a good age. Don't marry any younger than that. Make sure he's old enough to be financially responsible. Uh-oh, all these unmarried men in here talking about marriage that no one will ever say I do because the ring won't ever be big enough. Why are these dusties in here talking about marriage when no one will even say yes to them? Because they won't even be able to buy a diamond ring. Y'all are so concerned with marriage but can't afford an engagement ring. Y'all are so concerned with marriage but can't even afford a wedding. So I don't understand. Why is that your number one concern when you can't even afford to get married, sir? They talking about money they don't even got. Don't nobody want to marry you at the courthouse with a dust diamond? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Y'all better go call Pick Misha because she the only one. And just so she won't be embarrassed, she'll probably buy her own ring. It's always the dusty ones who can't afford marriage that want to talk about statistics in marriage. Can you afford a wedding, sir? Go look in the mirror. That's why marriage is down, because y'all can't afford them. Oh, I want this type of wedding dress. I want this type of cake. This is the venue that I want. This is how many guests we're having. This is what the menu is. What? You can't afford it? Guess I won't be getting married. Guess I got to go find a sugar daddy or somebody better with more money. Oh, where's the ring? I can't see it. Let me get my microscope. Oh, how many carats is this? -3? No, thank you, Dusty. Yet they're keeping tabs on marriages that they can't afford. They're keeping statistics on marriages that they can never get into because they can't afford a wedding or a ring. Okay, Dusty. Dusty math, I guess. That's that dusty math. Keep on spreading your statistics. The only numbers I need to hear is money, dollars, amounts in bank accounts. Okay. But y'all keep spreading the gospel of the marriage statistics when you can't even afford a wedding or a ring. We don't need to hear it. Okay. We don't care. Why would a woman want to marry a dusty? But she could have 3 boyfriends like the lady did earlier, paying all the bills. I'd rather have 3 boyfriends paying all the bills than to marry some dusty. At least when I'm ready to get married, I could pick and choose which one because they all got money if they paying bills. Y'all think being married to a dusty is a flex? It's an embarrassment. Oh my gosh. I'm married. Can you see my ring? No, girl, where is it? It's there. Just keep looking. Let me zoom in. You see all the skin cells on their finger when they zoom in. Take a picture. You see, girl, you need some lotion. No, sorry, Dusty. You can't school anyone on marriage if you can't afford the wedding, the ring, the honeymoon. Shut up. Don't talk to us about no wedding you can't afford. You can't even afford a bridal magazine to even think about getting married. So shut up. Things cost a lot these days. Tell them. All right. So don't come talking about us about weddings unless you got a wedding budget. Hey, James. These Dusties talking about how women never get married, but they can't even afford no wedding.
Are you lying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The women can't get married because they can't afford.
They can't afford it?
That's not true.
No, I said Dusties can't afford it. And nobody want to marry no Dusty. They'd rather stay single than say I'm married to a Dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
It would just be miserable.
Yeah, it would be miserable. Nobody want to marry no dust.
I won't say nobody. Some people are desperate enough to do it, but they will learn really quickly if the key thing to marriage is being compatible. You gotta have some type of compatibility.
Yeah, and if they broke, they can't be compatible.
So I wouldn't say that. I would say if they are willing to improve their situation.
Yeah, I'm not going on potential though. A lot of these women married on potential and they didn't go nowhere to do stay dusty. So that's a no-go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He tried to give y'all a chance. Okay. So, well, I don't know. Dusties, get y'all's bank account in order and stop worrying about statistics. Worry about the numbers in your bank account. You'll be better off, I promise you. If the amount of money in your savings account can't cover a wedding, don't talk to us about marriage. If you don't have no extra money outside of that for the honeymoon, the ring, the bills, and the future, don't talk to us about marriage because you can't afford it. Okay? Save your breath. Okay. Main character, Adrienne. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Hold on. All right. Okay. Sierra. Advice for when you're with a provider, but you're not attracted to them and they have a high sex drive. Certain foods will help that. Sprinkle, sprinkle, find them. Foods that lower sex drive. Okay. Rose, I forgot you. Okay. Thanks for being a member for 7 months, Rose. What if you mentioned Porsche during a casual conversation with a doctor who just started his business? He buys Porsche for himself using his pick-me nurse money as he lives with her and then asks, what do I do for a living? It means in about 6 to 7 years, you need to go back and get him to buy you a Porsche because he's not going to be making a lot of money right away. Okay. And by that time, he would probably have cheated on the pick-me show several times and he'll be used to doing it. So circle back around in about 5 years when he's doing well in his business, and he's probably not with Pygmy anymore, and he's got the actual money to actually buy you a Porsche and still pay for his stuff. Okay, because it doesn't sound like he has what you need right now. Okay. It sounds like he's trying to get himself to look like he has money. He can't afford you right now, especially if he has a Pygmy nurse. Okay, he might can take you to dinner. He might can buy you like some little things here and there, but he's not gonna be able to buy you no car. He just got his from her. And like in 5 years, he probably won't be with her. All right. Dusties have so many statistics, but no money. How is that, girl? They're focusing on the wrong numbers. That's why. Instead of the numbers behind the dollar sign, they're focusing on the dollars in front of the percent. I mean, they're focusing on the numbers in front of the percentage signs of the things that they're studying that they can never afford or never become. They sit there and study the wealthy amount of people in the US, the percentage of the wealth. They sit there and study the percentage of women's getting married, but they can't afford to become wealthy, and they can't afford to even have a wedding. So they're wasting their time, literally. They're making excuses for their poverty mind. They're making excuses for why they can't afford a marriage. They're making excuses instead of solving the issue and becoming the man that they actually want to be. So that's how you know not to deal with the dust. They're so dusty, they don't even see that they're dusty. Okay. It takes someone that can really decipher the dust. Can y'all decipher the dust? Yes. The dusties, they don't focus on the right numbers. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you attract a provider when your family insists on keeping me poor until I get one? And if you're 18, they can't do nothing. You're legally grown. It's up to you after that, man. If you're young, then you gotta stay there until you're old enough to leave. But if you're at the age of 18, goodbye. You could go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you find someone that loves you instead of using you? They gotta like you way, way, way more, man, which means they're not gonna look as good as you want. All right. They gotta like you this much while you like them this much. Then because they're gonna love you. And you're gonna be like, okay, I like you. I'll grow to love you, but they already gonna love you. They like you 10 times more than you like them. Okay. And then during the marriage, their love grows and your love grows, but it never grows. Yours never grows bigger than theirs. So they will always love you more. That way they'll never try to use you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start off like this, grow, and theirs is going to grow too. And you'll never catch up. They will always love you more. Okay. That's how. You said women with self-esteem are allergic to broke men. Of course they are. Broke men have nothing to offer. Okay. This is why men strive so hard to be successful, because they don't want to be put in the same category as a broke, dusty loser. Uh-oh, Susanna. What do you do if you feel disgusted by the way a man looks, but he is a provider and he stops providing? How can I tell him I don't want him anymore? By going to replace him with another. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then when he asks where you been and da da da, it's like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I need to be taken care of, and you can't take care of me anymore. So I'm doing you a favor, and I'm just gonna go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you tell him. Act like you're doing him a favor because you know he can't afford you anymore. Tell him y'all will always be friends. You'll come visit, but you got to know. Then if he doesn't want to let you go so easily, then make up a fake lie about a credit card bill that you have that's huge and that you got to pay it to get out of debt. And you thought that he had it, but he don't. Like, you know what? I got this. Make it up. It's fake. It's not real. It's like, you know what? I didn't know that you weren't going to be able to provide for me. And I have this huge credit card bill and I know you can't afford to pay it. And I'm so stressed out. I just, and I don't want to stress you out any further. And, I will always love you. We'll always be friends, but I gotta go. Then tell him and lie, say you're going back to your mom's house or your sister's house and then disappear. Sprinkle, sprinkle, but then go do whatever you're doing with whoever, your replacement. And that way he'll understand. And then he feel like he's not man enough to keep you. He'll let you go. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you remain the one being loved in the relationship marriage, because things often flip flop? You got to like you way more, way more. And things don't flip flop if you stay mean. If you become a pygmisha in the marriage, it will flip flop. Don't let it flip flop. Always tell him what you want. Always cut him off when he don't give it to you. Always have an attitude until he get it right. Things are not going to flip flop, especially if he's older. If you marry somebody the same age, oh yes, it will flip flop, and good luck. Okay, unless he's real ugly. You got to take care of yourself, and you can't do all the work. You know what? You can't cook, clean, and take care of kids and sleep with him all the time. You need to hire some help with his paycheck. Okay, and then you don't need to be working either, because that's how it gets flip flopped. If you can be a stay-at-home mom, if you have help, if you're not stressed out, then it won't flip flop, because he's still providing and taking care of you, and you're not being overworked. Okay, don't let it flip flop. Don't be the maid, be the paid. Okay, stop caring what he thinks. Do what you want. Remind him that you're the wife. Tell him you need some help. Either hire a maid or he can do his own laundry and cleaning or whatever. Don't take it. Don't take whatever most wives are considered supposed to, do. Change it. You write the rules of your own marriage, not society. Okay? If y'all are just taking some generic societal marriage rules, then that's y'all's problem. Create your own, according to your own standards. Then it won't flip flop. Shira, I like to hear your advice. What do you advise? 24 and never been in a relationship. You like older men, but never recognized by one. Okay, if you have never been in a relationship and you're 25, have you gone on dates? At least. If not, then you need to go get you a complete makeover, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if you haven't gone out on a date with nobody, you haven't been in a relationship, and you're already 24, you need a complete makeover. I don't know what you're looking like, but you're not catching the attention that you need. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he pays on all the dates and is nice to you in person, but on text seems dry? Because people don't like texting all day. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you can't really have a tone in your texts. And sometimes guys are literally texting like this, and a lot of times men's fingers are larger than women's, and they can't be all like texting 1,000 words in a paragraph because it's hard, And sometimes they're in public or somewhere, and they can't be like talking into their phone like, what are you wearing? So some guys aren't phone people, because I'm not a phone person. Unless you send the money, then I can be a phone person for real. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If he's better in person, great. That means you have more time to text the other guy who's you're trying to get money from anyway, ma'am. Find a texter, man, that likes to text you cash apps and stuff. Okay. All right. All right. They're always calling, but no money. Then you never answer. You need to make your voice. You need to make your voice message say, I'm sorry, I can't come to the phone right now. If you want to send me a text, my Cash App is, then giving you a Cash App because you can literally send a text on Cash App. Okay. So, how to let it down easy when he asked you out on a date, but you no longer want to go out with him. Tell him your car broke down. Lie. Lie and say your car broke down. If he offers to come get you, say that you're not at home, you're at your parents' house, and um, they're trying to see if they can get it fixed. Uh, and if they live far away. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Tell them rain check. Rain check. And then just don't call them back. Guys texting on Cash App for girlies, are you just getting money for nothing? Or do you feel like you owe, I don't owe them nothing. If they want to message me, they have the Cash App. That's okay. If you want me to message you, Cash App me and I'll text you. That's what the deal is with him, like as a guy. So you don't owe anybody anything, ladies. Why do y'all think y'all owe anything? Your presence is enough. Your acknowledgement literally is enough. Unless you don't think it's enough, then that's something you got to work on within. Okay. Y'all are literally showing your own insecurities by asking that question. Would do I owe them something in return? Why? You don't think your presence is enough? Then that's for you to deal with. Okay. That's up to you, ma'am. My presence is more than enough. I owe them nothing but a thank you and appreciate it. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Thank you so much. That's all you owe them, ma'am. Thank you for the super sticker, Nola. Okay. How do you ask for money without sounding needy and desperate? You don't ever sound needy and desperate. You just say you like money. I love being spoiled. I love being taken care of. I love when men, appreciate me and spoil me. You don't have to ask. If they're not offering, they don't know that you only deal with providers, then come up with your fake sob story and see if they offer to help you. If not, they don't want to see you again. Okay. If you're supposed to be so-called dating a man, or if they really, really like you and you come up with a sob story and you need help financially with something, but don't make yourself look irresponsible. Act like you helped someone else and now you need help. So act like you paid your fake, grandma mortgage and now you're, in need. So make it seem like you're being nice for someone else that's in your family so that they can offer to help you. Okay. Come up with your sob story if you don't think they're going to give it to you just because of how good you look and how much they really like you. Okay. You won't look desperate and needy at all. You'll look like you were helping someone else who was in need. Okay. Okay. Can you please? Okay. Let's see. How we have dusties in the chat, Hayden? Yeah. Just ignore the dust, darling. You said you're not ugly, but you don't have a feminine appearance. I think it's quite a reason. Thanks. Okay. Well, then you work on that, ma'am. Work on it. Every day, work on it. Okay. Because if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, it takes those guys like maybe an hour or two to go from masculine to feminine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if they make money and have no degree? Do they own their own business? Is it a job that they can lose? Are they working paycheck to paycheck? Do they have several streams of income? Because a degree doesn't guarantee you continued money or success. It's just a piece of paper. So if they're a business owner, if they own their own business, if they have multiple streams of income that are continuously growing, I don't care about no degree. What I need a degree for? You can buy a degree if you got that money. Y'all ever notice, like, when people get real rich or real famous, a prestigious college will give them an honorary degree because they don't need no degree. So as long as they're more successful than guys with degrees, who cares? Most people don't end up doing what their degree is anyway. Not in the long run. They might start off with it, but in like 10 to 20 years in the future, most people don't even have a job or a career that has anything to do with their degrees. Okay. How to convince? Okay, here's my thing, Ain. If you still need your parents' approval, you on the wrong channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Out. Ma'am, grow up. Make your own decisions. Okay. I'm not getting ready to ask my parents' approval for anybody. If they good enough, they paying these bills, they do what I need them to do. They taking me shopping, they giving me money. I'm approving them. Parents can approve later whether they choose to or not. Okay, be a woman. Make your own decision in life. Okay, because that man with a degree can leave you too. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are from a culture where y'all's parents still tell y'all what to do after y'all are grown, then don't ask me the question because you know what I'm gonna tell you. Do what you want. Because, like, think about this. Some people don't want you to marry better than them. So sometimes they could be holding you back. Or they could be wanting you to have better and then the better never comes along. And then you're just wasting time. So stop going by what they want for you unless they can find what you want, which is basically an arranged marriage. Say, okay, well, this is what I need you to go find me, parents. Go find me a millionaire with several degrees or at least several streams of income. You can't find him in 2 months, then I'm gonna marry this one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You give him a deadline. Make a deal. Find me a multi-millionaire with several streams of income who's gonna give me all the money I want and upgrade my vehicle and have me in a mansion. Otherwise, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's what you tell them. They're gonna be looking up left and right. You a millionaire? They're gonna be walking up to random strangers. You a millionaire? I like your car. I got a daughter. Just trying to pimp you out, ma'am. No. You married? You got a nice car. What you do for a living? They're gonna have to do all the legwork for you. So if you're smart and you still have to get permission from your parents, then give them the job to go find the man that you actually want. Oh, super nifty Susie, sprinkle, sprinkle. A guy you was talking to didn't follow through with your request for gifts, so I cursed him out. Thoughts? On to the next. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, they didn't get the point. They didn't get the point. But I think cursing out a guy because they didn't give you a gift is a little bit extreme, unless you were dating for a while and he knew that's what you wanted and purposely did not give it to you anyway. Then he was doing it on purpose to make you upset. So honestly, just say, oh, don't worry about it. I'll get it somewhere else. And then just never talk to him again. That's what you should have done when he didn't come through with the gift. It's, oh, don't worry about the gift. I'll get it somewhere else. And then never talk to him again. Oh, Instagram. I missed your super chat. Hold on. How to turn off emotions. I like man more help. You like your man more help. Okay. That's your fault, ma'am. Go through the motions, go through that relationship. On the next one, make sure they like you more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you got to learn not to care every day. You got to learn not to care. You got to spread the light with someone else. Okay. Oh, Diamond, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for being a member. Are there guys who won't cheat? Yeah, they're in a wheelchair and they don't have no extremities from the waist down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless somebody asking them what that mouth do, I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Even in a wheelchair, Stephen Hawking, yeah, he had some extremities though. He was in a wheelchair, but he still had his lower extremities and a way to communicate. So he had that little robot thing talking. Hey, baby, how are you? How about a sponge bath? Anyway, you said no. Okay, ma'am. Sorry. Y'all have fun. Oh, Kelly, do you allow men to come back from the past? If they come back with some money, gifts, money, of course. Then you can show them the door right after you get it if you don't want to deal with them. Oh, Kim, sprinkle, sprinkle. When I was 18, I dated a way older Dusty who groomed you and leaked all your photos on sites. Now you're 23, smarter, thanks. But I'm afraid he ruined my future. Girl, why? Nah. Okay, I'm sorry that you were groomed by an older guy at 18. I'm sorry you gave him them pictures. I'm sorry he shared them. But just say it ain't you, girl. That look just like me, but it ain't me. Change up your look. Take control of yourself and your own future. Oh, Rose, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband cheated on you when I was out of the country. You can't leave him yet because of some legal work. What should I do? We have children together. Girl, can he afford to keep you? Can he afford your forgiveness? That's the key. Do you really want to leave? If you do, great. If you don't, get his money. Either way, get his money. If you can't leave him for some legal work because of something, then make him pay while you still stay. All right. Make sure you're driving the car you want. Make sure you're wearing the clothes you want. Make sure you're going on the vacations that you want. Why you got to stay there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So Lauren says, Rose, you can cheat too, and get the other. You can get money. Yes, listen to Lauren. She in there telling y'all. It's okay. Don't feel bad. He's just a man. Make sure he got some money for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Aaron, you said you have super chat. Let me see. How to get guys to pay your bills if you don't want anything serious and not ready to date, but they like you. Okay, make sure they're way older and they have false hope that you might date them. Give them false hope. False hope goes a long way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You start to pick out vocabulary words that give false hope, but sound very positive and probable. So when he says, oh, do you want to be my boyfriend or do you want to be my girlfriend or whatever? It's like, you know what? I really think that you're great boyfriend material. So, you'd make a wonderful boyfriend. So let's see. We'll see. False hope. But he, in his mind, already think you his girlfriend, already see you as his girlfriend. I hope that you're going to be his girlfriend. Now he got to prove himself. So use the correct words that say maybe, but in a super positive way to where it's almost a yes in their mind. That's how you get their money. Then they'll be like, I thought you were my girlfriend. I never said I was your girlfriend. I said you'd make a good boyfriend. See? Okay. Someone says the girl who asked about her cheating husband, can he afford you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is $100 enough for a birthday gift? From him to you? No. For you to him? Don't give him no $100, man. Anyway, so yeah, treat all men like providers. And that way you weed out the ones that are definitely not. They will dismiss themselves. They will correct you. They will tell you no. They will say, I got to go. But the ones that are wanting to impress you and stick around and actually do something for you, they will take it as flattery and they will follow through more likely than they would have if you had, not treated them as a provider from the start. Okay. Is it normal to get asked to go on foreign trips? Do truckers make money? Girl, he's trying to take you where everything is cheaper. And truckers do make a little bit of money, but is it going to be enough? He's trying to take you where stuff is cheaper, man. But it's not that uncommon. Make sure he pays all your bills before you go out of the country. And he could also be a trafficker. I mean, he got a truck. He's trying to get you out the country. 1 + 2 might equal 3. So, that's literally up to you. For me, I'm going to need you to have a way more money than that. If you own a fleet of trucks, that could be different than just one truck. You always on the road. No. Another thing is, what's in them trucks? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm too sus to date a truck driver. Unless he drives locally for a company and the truck goes back to the company after hours. No. A local truck driver around your city, maybe. One that take long trips and sus and trying to get you out the country, no. There you go. Tell him to take you. Tell him you'll meet them there. Tell him to get your own plane ticket. You'll meet them there. We'll never go. Get them bills paid though. All right. He said homeless on the wheel. Michelle. Y'all are silly. How to get expensive gifts from someone who had bought you cheaper gifts. Tell them gifts broke. Tell them people were laughing at them, making fun of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The thing that you bought me broke. Oh, my friend made fun of the thing you bought me. They said it was cheap. I tried to defend you, but that's all. How do you get him to text you first when he lives across the country? Find someone that lives closer to you and stop worrying about somebody that live across the country. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What y'all gonna do? Text about how y'all can't ever see each other unless somebody get on a plane and spend money? And then, people that deal with you from across the country, that's not a real relationship unless they're sending you money. Then that's as real as it's gonna get until he moves to you or you move to him. But I'm not wasting my time for that unless they're giving you money. If they're not giving you money, I'm not bothered. Okay? If I'm not bothered, and you shouldn't be either. Focus on somebody who's right there in your own place that can give you some money in your own city or at least your own state. Okay. Okay. What?
Yeah, on you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Eh, 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 mhm. Okay, so if y'all like long distance relationships, as long as they are sending you money, it's worth it. If not, why are you dealing with somebody so far away? When they could be texting you and sitting next to another girl. Literally. Like honestly, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's not unless they're giving you money, it's too much work. Oh, yo girl. Should you get a side job in the rich side to meet them? Why do you have to get a side job? Can't you just go hang out over there on the rich side of town? Or do you have to be working? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're more likely to meet people that are going to take you more seriously not working than when you are working. You know what I'm saying? If you have to work, then okay. But if you don't, definitely just hang out over there. Okay. Mhm. Do I think club men are bad? Not if they paying bills and buying you gifts. If they're not doing that, they're not, if they're not a provider, then I'm not wasting any time because they'll be in the club next week with someone else or picking up someone else. That's what you got to worry about too, man. Unless they take you with them. If you're young, everybody's going to the club. But if he's older and more mature, why is he still in the club in the first place? That's my thing. So if you're still young and dating and you like to go to the club and he likes to go to the club, if it doesn't work out and you go to the same club again, you're gonna see him out with another chick or uh, in the club next week. So it just depends. What do you want out of it? If he can turn into a decent guy, take you out on dates, provide for you, buy you gifts, then great. If not, if he's gonna be in the club next week after your first date, doing the same thing over, then that's something to take into consideration. But if you're young, that's probably what it's going to be anyway. So no one is trying to get too serious in their 20s. Uh-oh, Carissa. Guy wants you to do a cruise and split, girl. Hang up the phone. Delete the number. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He better be gay guy. You better be a gay dude who don't want none. Y'all better have separate cabins. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wish a man would invite you out somewhere and talk about 50-50. Click. Go find Pick Misha. He's not inviting you anywhere. You're going on a cruise by yourself and sleeping with somebody for free. That's all you're doing. I wish somebody would ask me to go 50-50 on a cruise. I would laugh in their face. You're asking me to pay for my own cruise. I can just go on a different cruise without you. Or I can go get a man to pay for the whole thing. What are you doing? No, ma'am. Love yourself more. Someone says 2 roommates on a cruise. Exactly. Love yourself more than that, man. Say, no, if you're going to invite me on a cruise, you should pay for the whole thing. Otherwise, I'd rather go with my friends if I have to pay. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Heck no. How to get rid of ingrown hairs and dark spots on your chin, insecure and makeup only hair. Exfoliation, darling. Exfoliate. 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 You have to exfoliate and keep your skin smooth and clean and exfoliate maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Use one of those spin scrubby brushes. If you keep getting ingrown hair, stop shaving. Get waxed instead. Okay. There you go. He says, are black guys trickier than white guys? And is a doctor enough money on it? It depends on how smart you are and how much money they have. Okay, whether they're trickier or not. And how many women like you they've dated. So it all depends. So the woman should all naturally be smarter anyway on how to get what she wants and that manipulation. But if you're not, then you're going to run into, if you're new to this, you're going to run into people that are going to try to trick you first. But if you catch it, like if they're not willing to spend any money, that's the red flag. If they're not willing to, provide and treat you to things and listen to you when you want a gift, that's a red flag. You don't want to deal with those guys. When they're trying to get you to give something without them giving anything, that's a red flag. So all guys can be tricky. It doesn't matter what race they are. It matters how long you're going to stay there and wait for them to confuse you. If you're able to be confused, honestly, you should be the one confusing them and getting what you want out of it. And is a doctor enough money? If all their debt is paid for medical school, if they have their own practice, or if they're a surgeon, most likely they're going to have money. If they're just getting out of medical school, if they're still in medical school, if they work for a doctor's office rather than owning their own practice, they're probably not going to have as much as you think they're going to have. Just look up the doctor's specialty and look up the average salary per year for that type of doctor. And it's going to have 3 categories. It's going to say like first year, 5 to 10 years, and then it's going to say like 10 to 20 years. It's going to tell you the average amount that that type of doctor makes. So you can look it up online. Okay. Everything is on Google. Like if someone says I'm a doctor, but they're a chiropractor, you can go look up how much chiropractors make. If they own their own chiropractor business, you can look up the average salary of a chiropractor business. If they say they're an optometrist, hang up the phone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless they own their own eye optometrist, unless they own their own business and sell the actual glasses to you and don't work for a chain, if they're just the doctor, they don't make a lot. They don't even make over 100,000. So make sure you do your research. The word doctor don't mean paid. All right. Go do your research. Learn how to use what Google is for. It's not just for looking at Pinterest and looking at addresses and websites to shop at. It's for getting this money too. Been a stay-at-home girlfriend for 6 months thanks to Shira. Thank you, JJ Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. So when a man tells you what he does for a living, rush. If you're on a date, go to the bathroom, say, oh, excuse me, I have to go to the ladies' room and powder my nose, and then get on your phone and be like, average salary of such and such and such and such. Then when you go back to the table, you know how to act. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what you can expect and what you can't expect. All right. If you get that information prior to the date, you know whether to cancel it or not. Because I promise you, The Google search history on a gold digger is very much different than for a pygmisha. She's looking up average annual salaries. She's looking up locations to go on vacation. She's looking up background checks and whatnot. So it's a little different. Oh, Nina, you say send a super chat? Okay, sorry, baby. Hold on. Sparkle. Nina says, how to move out of your parents. You're wanting your time and potential, but I have expensive taste and I can't afford a place I want. Okay. Well, the best thing to do is go out and date and find a potential that can help you get your own place. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lie to your parents, tell them you're going somewhere else, and then go do what you want to do. But as long as you're safe, you know what I'm saying? Tell somebody just in case something happens. So you don't have to tell your parents, but tell somebody that can get to your parents if something happens. So literally, if you want to go out on a date, if you want to go freestyle and your parents are like not having it, just tell them you're going over your friend's house. Then tell your friends, look, if I don't call you back by this is tell my mama. You know what I'm saying? So figure out a way, ma'am. Figure out a way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, for the younger girls, where would you recommend looking for guys that are going to pay for everything plus more on the rich side of town? But if y'all want to help her answer the question with more specific places on the rich side of town, definitely put them in the comments. Thank you. Provider wants to know if you can cook before we move forward. Tell him you can follow the directions on a box. Then tell him you would like him to pay for cooking lessons. If you already really know how to cook, get the money, man. You know what? I've always wanted to learn how to cook. Would you mind paying for some cooking lessons so I can cook you the best meal ever? Girl, take all that money he's paying for them cooking lessons, stick it in your account, then cook him the worst tasting, nastiest meal ever so you could get some more cooking lessons. And then just tell him that you're just not talented at cooking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Never show up to the cooking lesson. Just get the money. Just I'm coming to pay for the cooking lesson. Okay. If a man needs to know that you can cook before you move forward, he wants a private chef. What you need to ask him is, can you afford a private chef before we move forward? I ain't finna be your cook. I ain't finna be at the grocery store every day stressing about what to cook you. We gonna be on DoorDash and they gonna be your cook. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Unless you really like cooking, man, just don't become the cook. Cook when you want to and cook what you want. Your delicious cooking meals should be a privilege and not a demand. Can you level up without makeup? If you're going to be competing with women that wear makeup, what do you think? So for example, if you're going out, you're sitting at a nice restaurant bar, running your errands on the rich side of town, and you wear no makeup, and the lady next to you has on makeup. And the guy that you see that has a lot of money is walking up. You don't, and he passes you up for the makeup lady. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So it's best to enhance your features. You don't have to use a lot of makeup, but it's best to enhance your features and work with what you have than to be looking plain, because sometimes guys want you as a status symbol. And if you're too plain to be a status symbol, either you're going to be a status symbol for the mistress that he's going to go get on the side, or you're going to be a status symbol, because that's why a lot of these guys get average regular girls that are really rich, because they're saying, okay, well, look at my wife. Y'all know I need a mistress. So don't be plain Jane. Do not be plain Jane. I promise you, you'll get more men if you're not. It's the same thing. Like when a guy takes a girl out that looks blah and ugh, that's why other girls will flirt with him, slip them their numbers, because you really like who did it and why, or really plain. They already know you want more, because it's like, okay, this is my plain Jane. Y'all know I need a mistress on the side, so come through. That's like advertising that he needs a mistress, literally. Okay. So don't be that. Don't be that lady. You never had a man complain about makeup? Me neither. Only the dusties will complain about makeup because they think you're going to go do better than them and find a man with at least, several streams of income that can pay. Hmm. What do you do when you live with parents and their house is a war zone due to all the quarreling and mind games? Move, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get a job, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get a job, ma'am. That's what you do. First thing you do, go fill out an application or find you a sugar daddy. As long as you're of legal age. Um, if they never meet you and they send you $100, ask them for some more. They're not trying to meet. Mhm. What are your thoughts on plastic surgery? Don't need it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it can't help you make more money, and if you don't think you need it, then don't get it. If you sitting there miserable and unhappy with yourself because of something that's wrong with you, then of course you should feel good about yourself. Okay. But if there's nothing that you need or actually want, I don't think it's necessary. Okay. Sure. Can you cook teriyaki? Make sure it tastes like the flavor. What? Do I look like I cook teriyaki? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I want teriyaki, I'm going out to eat. I'm not like, I ain't sitting at home like Pick Misha cooking you whatever you come up with. Y'all see, we looking up average salaries of careers of men, potential men. Y'all are looking up recipes for something y'all ain't gonna be able to cook right anyway. Y'all gonna have gravy and Tony Satcherins and Lyra seasoning up in the teriyaki. Nope, that ain't no teriyaki. How do you ask him for more money? By telling him what he gave you is not enough, but every little bit helps, and you're going to figure out how to get the rest, and you believe in yourself. Thank you. Every little bit helps. That's not, now I got to find out how to get the rest, but thank you so much. This will definitely help me a little bit. That's how. And he's like, how much more you need? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he hates wigs. When I wear natural years ago, he got another one. So I went back to normal. Now he's mad. Girl, if you living your life based on what a man likes on your head, if he ain't paying none of your bills, I'm not worried about it. I don't care what he like. Do he like paying bills? I'm not concerned about a weaveologist male, a male who's a weaveologist. Do he have some money in his account to pay all your bills? If not, that's why he's only concerned with hair, because he's not concerned with dollars. Oh, Kimberly, sprinkle, sprinkle. You better make sure he got some money before he talk about anybody's hair. Okay. These men be talking about stuff they cannot afford. They got opinions on everything they can't even pay for. Why are y'all listening to them? Okay. When a man open his mouth and talk about something, he need to be able to pay in full. If you're going to talk about weddings and marriage, he need to be able to pay in full a wedding ring, and a honeymoon. If he getting ready to talk about hair, he need to be able to pay for whatever wig or install that you would like. Or every type of hair product that it costs to remain natural. He need to be able to get you some of that sacred every month. If he wants you to be natural, he need to be able to buy whatever wig or weave you need to wear if he gonna talk about it. Okay. Otherwise, they're just talk. They're no action. And if y'all keep listening to words instead of expecting actions, then that's why y'all wasting time with these dusty dudes. Okay. Don't ever let a man tell you something about what he can't even afford. That's how you know they dusty, when they talk more than they do. Okay. Stop letting them do it. Y'all sitting there listening and he ain't got no money. Y'all listen to the dusty vibrations. Okay. Stop doing it. And tell them to go get their degree in weaveology or become a wedding planner, because they keep talking about weddings and weaves. Marriage and weaves. Statistics. Tell them to go become a statistics major. Tell them to go become a weaveologist. Tell them to go become a wedding planner. Since they all talk about is marriage, weaves, and statistics, they need to find a career in it. Because they're not getting nowhere at their call center job or through the drive-through. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why do women hate stats so much? Because the time that you took to look it up and regurgitate it from some other Dusty's video, you could have been watching a video or looking up how to get some more money. That's why. It's stupid. We're not finna sit here and look at stats. We finna sit here and look at money. Stats don't matter because they change every day. Unlike your paychecks. Okay. The fastest way to get wealthy is to marry into it. The fastest way to become a stay-at-home mother or wife is to get married. The fastest way for a man to become a millionaire, or the fastest way for a man to become a stay-at-home, is to literally get out and work and retire early because he's made so much money. It's too easy for us. That's why they're mad. So they want to throw doubt with fake statistics that change every day, or statistics from 20 years ago, or statistics some Dusty made up on his computer that he's borrowing from his pick-me shop. It doesn't matter. They can't even afford a marriage. They can't afford the weave on your head, and they can't afford anything that they talk about. They can't even afford their own computer or Wi-Fi. Why are y'all listening? More women have succeeded watching my channel, have gotten the lifestyle that they deserve and that they want watching my channel, than listening to some broke Dusty that can't even afford a ring a wedding, or a weave. Okay, so definitely remember, just because somebody said something don't mean it's true. All right. They said Beyonce couldn't do country. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Statistics say that Beyonce can't do country. Well, guess what? She did it and got paid and said, on to the next. All right. Kimberly, your sugar daddy is mean. Will tell me what to wear. He's rude. Hush me in public and servers. How to deal with moving forward. He gives me 1,000 weekly. Okay, let's add this up, ma'am. He told you to shut. Shh. Be quiet. Wear this. Is his name Kanye? What? Hold on. Is his name Kanye? Because if it's Kanye, I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's get the calculator out. Because if it's Kanye, it should be $1 million a week. So I know it ain't Kanye. Hold on. Okay, there's like 4 weeks. So you're getting $4,000 a month to wear whatever the man tells you and to be quiet when he says shut up in public. Okay. Would you rather clock in somewhere? Do you have another sugar daddy replacing you that you can replace him with? Okay, because I'm just not going to talk in public. If he's going to tell me to shut up, I'm just going to be a mute. And whatever he tell me to wear, he's going to have to pay for it. And when I'm not with him, I'm going to do what I want. He said, look around, everybody on mute. Yeah, I'm not even talking in public. If he's going to tell me to be quiet, I'm just not going to talk no more. Like, you said to shut up. I ain't finna ruin my money. Shoot, better text. Then still have another one on the side where you can actually talk and wear what you want. See, the balance, ma'am. OLC Sprinkle Sprinkle, you appreciate all that you do for us. Thank you, girl. Y'all know what I say. Like, be sarcastic with it. If he keeps telling you to shut up in public, don't talk in public. Just be on mute. He tell you what to wear, put it in your cart. All right. Stain what he bought you. Buy another one. Oh, it has a stain on it. I'm gonna put some more stuff in the cart that you approve of. Girl, you could be shopping all the time and don't even have to talk to him. Sounds good to me. All right. Tell him it's gonna cost extra to stay quiet, girl. I'm not even. You shouldn't even want to talk to him. Like, be in your own thoughts, man. Planning outfits when you leave that you actually want to wear. House of food. What are you thinking about? Well, what do you want to do after this? Money. Oh, you want to go shopping. Why aren't you talking? Because I told you to shut up. I didn't mean all the time. People are staring at you. Why are you acting dumb? Okay, fine, you can talk. So what happened was that's why I told you to shut up. Just kidding. That was my comedy skit. Sometimes people will shut you up if you talk like that. They don't want you sounding like sexy red in public in the 5-star restaurant. Okay. Anyway, he's gonna be like, so what was? I'm gonna text you. Sorry that your sugar daddy's mean. Maybe he doesn't like the way you talk and dress for a reason. I don't know what it is. If you dress nice and have a nice voice and, you know, speak the proper English or language wherever you are, that's probably something you can work on. I don't know. Okay. You appreciate all that I do? Thank you, LC. Appreciate you. Thank you, Kimberly. Did I say thank you? Okay. Anyway, yes. If someone is telling you to do something, if they seem very controlling, before you take it personally, ask yourself, why are they trying to control whatever it is that you're trying to do? Are they trying to control how you dress because it's not classy enough? Or are you showing too much skin, or are they just being crazy? So think about it first before you overreact. Okay. Are they trying to improve you, or are they just trying to control you? Are they trying to make you fit in more to the environment of where they're going to take you? So just consider that. Okay. You say all the dusties need to clock back in? In the funniest things, a lot of these dusties who have jobs have female bosses. Just why they even get mad at women. A lot of these dusties have female bosses or higher ups. Okay. So, this is why they are the way they are half the time. Okay. Oh, expensive femininity, sprinkle, sprinkle. Loving your hair, Shira. Thank you for all of your advices. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all like the her? Appreciate it. Okay. He said he has a lady. The Dusty said he has a lady, not a wife. Because he can't afford marriage. Keep that in mind. Okay. Seriously. And we talked about this yesterday, sir. Stop claiming you have a woman. You're single until you're married. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're so glad you got a white woman. Black women are trash. Good for you, Link Johnson. I'm sure she looks so good paying for your new Jordans around tax return season. Tell her we said hello, Pygmisha. Because Pygmisha comes in all shades, all races. And we already know what type you got. I'm just being honest. We already know. We already know what she looked like. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And we know what type of white women won't deal with you. So, you can't get the top tier white women. You got to get the leftovers. The top tier white women don't want nothing to do with you, Dusty. Just like the top tier black women don't want nothing to do with you either, Dusty. Or the top tier any race woman. Don't want nothing to do with you, Dusty. So have fun. We don't care. We happy for you. You found some shelter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't gonna be another homeless one on the street. Thank goodness. Tired of passing y'all out blankets. You could just be over Pig Misha house. All right. All right. Most of them homeless dudes just cheated on their Pig Misha, and their Pig Misha said they couldn't take it no more. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm glad that you're happy and found shelter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We love it. You're not homeless. We glad you found someone to take care of you. Okay. Get your reparations. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, next. He said he getting his reparations. Someone said you could be replaced with a pet. I'm not even going there. Okay, y'all are gross. Oh, Yasmin, sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Going to turn that white girl into a baby mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope. Well, if his shelter is threatened, you are probably right. Okay. If she threatened to kick him out or leave, you probably correct. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So someone says, lock it down with a baby trap. Exactly. Lock your shelter in place. Like when the storm is coming, shelter in place. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't care. We're glad you have shelter. Like seriously. You helping your mama out so she don't have to have her dusty son at home as a grown man. He's supposed to be doing something with his life. So you her problem now, and we are so here for it. Because you get your reparations and get your shelter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Yeah, that's what they say with when she's not around. So, man, why you dating her? Man, she be taking me shopping, and I don't have to pay no rent. I don't even have to pay no bill. Reparations. That's what they be saying. Just so y'all know, pig leashes. All right. What do I do if a man leaves me to better himself, but still messages me? You find someone who's already where he needs to be and already has money before you ever deal with another man again. Because they all gonna do that. Because you can't hold on to a man who's not a man. He wants to go better himself for a better woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He tired of you. Sadly, I'm so sorry to tell you this because somebody got to tell you. You're not what he wants. Because he would better himself while he's with you to keep you, if that was the case. Oh, Yasmin, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is everybody going to be a baby mama if they date a black man? Not if they make them marry them first. If they can afford a wedding, you got to choose wisely. Like, my husband is black. We got married, then had kids. Because I made sure I wasn't finna lay down with no dust. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What if a man breaks things off and wants to what? Still be friends. Okay, well, he's not wasting my time if he's not paying for it. So literally, you can be friends over the texts. If he buy you a birthday gift, that's still considered a friend. If he buys you gifts on the holidays, that's your friend. If he just wants to talk to you and drain you emotionally, I'm not here for it. On birthdays, he need to send you some cash app. On holidays, he need to send you gifts or cash apps or something off your wish list or something. If not, then being friends is just a way to saying we're breaking up and I don't want to see you no more. And I'm not paying for nothing. So a friend is going to give you gifts. If not, then I wouldn't consider him my friend. I would literally delete his number. And when he texts me, I would be like, who is this? So if you're that desperate for friendship from a man who dumped you, that's up to you. Unless that friendship comes with birthday gifts, money, and things like that, I don't want it. All right. You said funny how haters are watching and commenting and y'all are something else. A comment is a comment. I'm still getting paid, sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's still beneficial to me. Okay. He said he cursed on the first date and said he doesn't curse usually in front of girls, friends as much. However, he did pay for the drinks. What can I say to him? Okay. Drinks. Girl, that ain't no date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's called a meetup. He paid for your drinks and he cursed, even though he doesn't normally curse in front of girls. So he doesn't see you as girlfriend material. And he only invited you to drinks. That means he's unsure of whether he was going to like you or not. Next, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How can you prevent dusties on the street? By not being on the street. Find another mode of transportation, ma'am. Or get you a jacket that says police on the back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, pink pineapple. This channel led me to your other channel. You are truth. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Very nice donation. Someone says, buy a car, get you a jacket that says police. When you walk down the street, ma'am. If you in the dusty area of town, get your police jacket. They will walk in the opposite direction. Okay? And if you really want to scare them, follow them around the store. Here you go. Okay. Get you a security guard looking jacket or something. If you don't want to get in trouble for impersonating the police, get you a security guard jacket and wear that. Make it have like a badge on the sleeve. They're gonna leave you alone. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, your advice helps unlike the others people's. Thank you, AA Sprinkle, because you can really apply it to real life. Look. Oh, Hillary, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, what do you do when your provider tells you to save instead of him buying it for you? Come home with it the next day from another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's what you do. So I saved. It only took me one day to save it. Oh, God, it's while we're in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. How you doing? Kim, how to deal with self-doubt and limited belief. I used to be so confident. You did? Girl, what happened? Believe in your dreams, but getting it is hard. Take a shortcut. Take a shortcut, get you a sugar daddy, and he'll get you there faster. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And pay for everything, and you won't have to work. Okay? Take a shortcut, ma'am. You took the long way. You see that it's not really working. Go get you a sugar daddy. Okay. You tired of working, you tired of trying to find your dream, you're becoming discouraged. That's because you're not taking the shortcut. Take the shortcut, man. You're gonna be saying the same thing in 10 years from now if you don't find a better way. That's what men are for, to provide and to make your life better. If you're going to deal with any type of man in your life, make sure he's providing and making your life better. If you're trying to accomplish your dreams and goals and still dealing with a man that's not doing anything for you or not getting you any closer to them, then one gotta go, and you know which one that is, the dude, right? Replace him with a man who can do things for you and help you reach your dreams and goals faster. Otherwise, you're going to be saying the same thing years and years from now. Okay? Go get you the shortcut. Find the shortcut. Find the loophole. Oh, Platinum Elite Sprinkle Sprinkle. Here is your what? I don't even know what this means. Are you using Google Translate? Or is that one of your rap lyrics? Sprinkle Sprinkle. Music these days, huh? I can't tell if he got bad translate on Google Translate or if that's some type of rap lyric. But you know what? Kudos for being creative. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, let's see. You're in a 4-year relationship. How do you start asking? Girl, you should have been asking from date 2, 3. If you've been in a relationship for 4 years, you don't have to ask. You just need to tell. Tell him what he's going to do. Okay. You said 4 years, y'all need to be married. What it means if he didn't give you gifts on your birthday, it means go get another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure somebody else got you gifts on your birthday. Okay. That means you need to have multiple men gifting you on your birthday. So when one forgets, it's not that big of a deal. And you can get a bigger gift after you remind him that he forgot, or you can dismiss him. Okay. That's what it means. It means you're not a priority. He doesn't like you way more. Unless you got a bigger gift later for him making up for it. Oh, Melissa, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Giovanna, answer my question, please. Ashira Starguide. Okay, did you write me before? Hold on. I don't see it in the thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You didn't do a super chat before? Okay, I don't see it. Thank you though for the donation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever the question was, if he ain't paying, he ain't staying. That's the general answer. If I can't find your question. How are you supposed to have options when you are in a relationship? You got to look like you have options. So when you walk out the house and you go somewhere on the nice side of town and men are looking at you and they approach you, that's called an option. When they ask for your number, when they have money, when they want to help you for some reason or other, that's an option. Okay. So you can be in a relationship at the same time, just like you can go out at the same time. You talk to other people at the same time, just like a man can. Okay. A man can be in a relationship. They can even be married, but they still literally create options or have options. Okay. Just like a woman can. If you don't understand that math, I'll explain it again. You could cheat too. Or you can have the option to cheat too. You can look like you can pull another one with more money too. Okay. That's how. A lot of y'all ladies sit at home and let yourselves go because you think you got a man and they're out there talking to other women. So keep your options open by looking like you can do whatever you need to do when you need to do it. They say stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Okay. He described how to be Dusty, Dust Bunny. Girl, these Dusties, girl. No. So when a guy's in a relationship and corrects you, insists that it's not his wife, it's his girlfriend, 10 years. Why he work overtime to ensure I know she's not his wife. Okay. Do they have kids together? Um, can he afford marriage? Is he already married to someone else and can't get a divorce from a previous wife? These are the questions. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, so that's what it means. It means either he has a child with that woman, he's already married and he can't marry somebody else because it would be illegal, or it means that he's still trying to keep your false hope alive that he could possibly marry you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And it also means he can't, I don't know, can he afford marriage? A lot of men can't afford marriage. Okay. It's too expensive. Marriage is only for people that can afford it. And the people that do get married that struggle and can't afford it, most of their arguments are about money. So either you don't marry because you can't afford it, or you marry eventually because you can't afford it, or you marry and can't afford it and argue about money the whole time. You pick. Okay. It costs with the right woman. Marriage costs money if you, depending on who you marry. You marry Pick Misha, she gonna pay for the whole thing. If you marry someone that you actually like and your type, she probably gonna want you to pay for the wedding, have a nice ring, and a honeymoon. Okay, so a lot of these guys can't even pay for any of those things. That's why a lot of them don't end up getting married unless they marry a Pick Misha. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So never take anybody's dusty advice on any type of marriage that they cannot afford. What kind of wedding dress do you want? How many carats do you want in your ring? You think a dusty knows about those numbers? About how much wedding dresses cost and different types of diamonds and cuts of diamonds and carats? You think they know how much wedding venues cost and honeymoon vacations? Mm-mm, they don't. Because if they did, they would be in the comments talking about, that's why y'all ain't married. Y'all ain't never gonna get a dusty to marry y'all. We don't want a dusty to marry y'all. They can't afford it. Okay. So ask them about those numbers. Do you know how much a typical wedding costs? Do you know how much a wedding venue costs? Do you know how much a diamond cost? Do you know how many carats most brides typically want? Do you know how many months of your salary that an engagement or wedding ring should literally cost? Oh, you don't know those numbers? No wonder. No wonder you only have a lady instead of a wife because you can't afford it. Goodbye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No wonder you use the term high value before your name because you have to tell somebody and anybody who'll listen that you have value. It's not obvious. Okay? No wonder. I'm a high value. I'm a high value. For real? You don't sound like it. I'm high value. Really? Why are you telling everyone? It's not obvious? I'm valuable, period. Don't have to put high, low, or anything in front. I'm just valuable. I'm a woman. The prize. I don't have to go around telling everybody whether my value is high or low. They just already know by looking. I don't have to tell nobody. I don't have to go in nobody's live feed or comments and dusty battle my way through my low self-esteem like some of these dusties are doing. Don't have to do none of that. You're so high value. How did you spend your afternoon? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Excuse me, ladies. Would a high value man spend his entire afternoon trolling in the comments on video? Does that seem high value to you? Are these high value activities? Well, that's exactly why we don't listen to when a grown man has to put the words high value in front of his description, because this is how y'all describe it right here in the comments. So y'all looking for a high value man? They're all up and through the comments, ladies. This is how they spend their days. Don't let me tell it. The proof and the evidence is right here. High value means broke. According to these dusties in here. You don't have to describe a man as high value. Their presence is enough for you to know. Okay. Most of these dudes are single in here. You know why? Because they can't afford marriage. Living with a pick-me-sha don't count. Getting free shelter from pick-me-sha doesn't count as being in a relationship, sir. That's somebody helping out the homeless. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all got drizzle, drizzle. Sound like y'all didn't pay y'all's water bill. It sound like the water hose when it's limp. Or the water after it get cut off because pick-me-sha was tired of you. Y'all couldn't even come up with nothing extra. Y'all couldn't do better than that. Goodness. Y'all tell them puff puff and put the dust emoji and tell them to get out your face. Whenever I hear drizzle drizzle, I think of a limp water hose. Thank you for that visual. All right. Water hose with no pressure. Water hose is tangled up. Drip, drip. All right. But you know what? Let's try again. Try again. Come up with something more masculine and strong. It's not good. Like, I'm telling you, it ain't good. Poof, poof, dusty. Yes. Lip water hose. Drizzle, drizzle. They don't even sound enticing. Just sounds like you need Viagra. Yes. Okay. Well, good luck with that. I don't think that's sticking. It's too lame. Thank you. Somebody said it sounded like somebody got gonorrhea. Drizzle, drizzle. They don't be thinking. They just come up with something. They didn't think long enough, just like they don't think long enough when they comment up in here either and end up looking stupid. Okay. I like Busta Rhymes is cute. You said you bet my husband looked like Busta Rhymes. I wish he looked like Busta Rhymes. Bus or bus. Busta Rhymes is cute. Hey, Bus. How you doing? Girl, I had a crush on him when I was in high school. I follow him on Instagram. Hey, Bus. Busta Rhymes is cute. He don't look feminine like most of y'all dudes. His eyebrows ain't all arched. He ain't got no. Okay. Busta Rhymes is cute to me. Hey. All right. Well, we have different tastes. Y'all looking for them pretty boys that pluck their eyebrows and looking for shelter. All right. Shoot. I bought James a Wu-Tang Clan sweatshirt I found at Goodwill like years ago. I mean, not a sweatshirt, a sweater. I looked it up online. It's worth $300. So give me that back, James. Oh, study jeans. How to deal with love bombing from a dusty. Bill bomb them. Give them some bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you love me so much, pay all my bills. Bill bomb them. How do you respond to someone who knows about a salon business I own and now asking how's work going? I dated them in the past. I knew about sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Say, oh, it's going fine. Would you like to help me out a little bit and expand my business? I'm trying to start an online store. I'm accepting donations and gifts. That's how it's going. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you tell them that. None of your business unless you got some money. Okay. Yeah. The homie talking about Busta Rhymes. He cute to me. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. You know what you want. Do, 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 do. Y'all seen that video? Mariah. Don't nobody send this to him. Okay, look, Busta, respect. I don't know if he married or not. All right. Yes. How to get a guy to commit to you? By making sure that he likes you way, way more and that he'll never find another one like you. He'll try to commit quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you tell him that, you know what, we've been dating this long and, I don't think you're taking me as seriously as I thought you would by this time. So do you think we should date other people? And then he'll either commit or he'll say yes. And then you got your answer. Okay. Limp water hose right back at you, Anthony. Limp water hose right back at you. Okay. Drizzle, drizzle, limp water hose right back at you. Okay. He says it's boring, but you've been here the entire time, sir. Must not be that boring. Just put the mute on because that's why you're here anyway. Just put it on mute. Okay. If it's boring you, just put it on mute and just watch. That's what you like anyway. Okay, that's the only reason you click this video anyway. Just put it on mute. Don't even listen. Put some music in the background again, okay? All right, anyway. Yes, limp water hose drizzle drizzle to you too, sir. We love a limp water hose drizzle drizzle. Yes. Y'all couldn't even come up with nothing more stronger and masculine than that? Yeah, no? Okay. This day and age, I guess. Too many chicken wings y'all be eating. Got too much estrogen. All right. I told you put it on mute if this is boring. You ain't going nowhere. Obviously, you like what I look like and it's boring. Put it on mute. What's drizzle drizzle? It's a limp water hose or someone who forgot to pay their water bill. That's what it is. Okay. What if a man calls me a boss? I don't want to be a boss. I could sure boss them around, right? If they call you a boss, they think that you have money. So correct them and say, no, you're the boss. That's why you're going to pay. Come on. You're the boss of you and you can pay. Mm, They, okay. He must be Dusty Man. Oh, Nova doll. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to do if a man cheated? Make him pay for your forgiveness? And go cheat on him? Make sure you upgrade something in your life. Car, purse, house, something. Cash, bank account. Then go cheat on him. Make sure every time he mess up, he got to pay for his forgiveness. And he'll probably mess up a lot less if he has to pay for it with money or gifts or upgrades. Otherwise, who cares? You can go cheat too. Make sure the man you cheat with has more money. Okay. What should you say if a man asks why you deserve to be provided for? Um, well, it was nice meeting you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye. That's what you tell him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that means he's dusty. It means he's broke and dusty. So just tell him it was nice meeting him, and you hope he has a nice day. And turn around and walk. If you answer that question, you are a pygmy show. Okay? You don't answer that question. Just like you don't answer a question when a man says, what do you bring to the table? You say, you know what? It was really nice meeting you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and you turn and walk. When they ask why you deserve to be provided for, you say, you know what? It was really nice meeting you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Turn around and walk away. Because obviously they're dusty. And you don't want to waste time with no dust, ma'am. Okay. Just say, you know, if you want to be nice and nasty, you know what? Well, you just want to be nasty. You're like the same reason your mom deserves to be provided for. Because she's a lady. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Someone should make a list of the top tier dusty questions and comments that they ask while on a date or before a date or whatever. And you'll know what questions not to answer and to avoid and to give you red flags that this man is dusty. Okay. That you should leave immediately. If he uses the word high value, he's dusty. Especially when it is describing himself. He's dusty. If he asks what you bring to the table, he's dusty. If he asks why you deserve to be provided for, he's dusty. Walk away. Okay. If you answer any of these questions, you are pick me shit. Walk away. Unless you're answering them in a sarcastic way to then walk away, do not answer them seriously. If you sit there and try to think and, you know, figure out how you can impress this dusty, you are a pygmy shit. Period. Don't do it. If you sitting over there listing off all the things that you can offer him, you are a pygmy shit. If a dusty baited you into telling him all the fine meals you can cook for him, you are a pygmy shit. Okay. Walk away, ma'am. And yes, you can stop mid-sentence when you realize that you're being a pygmy shit. You can just walk away. You know what? I have somewhere to be. I gotta go. It was nice meeting you. You have a great rest of your day. You can always stop mid-sentence. You can say, wait a minute, I'm being a pygmy shit. You don't have to continue. Promise you. Okay. It's never too late. Pygmesia is not a permanent situation, and neither is a dusty. But more men stay dusty longer than women stay pygmesia. So, okay. So we should call the old school woman pygmesia if she's not getting paid. Yes. If her man isn't paying all the bills and she doesn't have to work, she's smart. If she's still working, no ring, paying for a dusty to live off of her, yes, she's pygmesia. I don't care how old she is. They got old pygmesias out there and young ones. Okay. If she's doing a job of 3 people and paying half the rent, yes, she's pygmesia. Okay. And she don't have to be. She don't have to stay that way. If she chooses to stay that way, then she should just be fine with it. Feeding and clothing and sheltering the homeless. Somebody got to do it. J10, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, where's my top from? I'll give you 3 guesses in the comments, and then I'll tell y'all. Y'all like it? Isn't it cute? Okay. Okay, I'm going to find it online, and I'm going to show y'all so y'all can laugh. Okay, hi Shira, what would you wear when freestyling alone? A retired NBA player, private party. Something red or pink. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says a dress. Yeah. Dress, a red or pink dress. Okay, y'all ready to see where I got my shirt from? Dang, thank you for the cash app, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, who recognizes this shop? Temu, Temu. I got it off of Temu. This is how it looks in the back. Isn't that cute? Temu, girl. Or Temu. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I get lots of compliments on this shirt. Okay. What did I type to get it? Y'all got y'all Temu apps open? Y'all better sponsor me. Okay, I typed in chic. It's called chic off-shoulder bow blouse. Chic off-shoulder bow blouse. It's only $10.99. And if you get one of them spin things, they'll give you a discount. They got some cute stuff on Temu. Look. Little swimsuit, a little sarong. This top cute too, y'all. Anyway, do I get wigs from Temu? I bought a wig from Temu one time and it was too stringy. And I gave it away. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I just wanted to see the quality. It was just too stringy for me. What do I think about religious beliefs? Man-made, sprinkle, sprinkle. Man-made to describe stories and tell stories about things that are not literal. So just man-made. Good ways to manipulate people, though. You can use religion to get what you want. I can promise you that. It depends on how you use it. If you use it to oppress, no. If you use it to manipulate and get what you want from a man, yes. It all depends on how you use that religion, ma'am. People use religion for different reasons. They should all be beneficial. Okay? The pastor uses it for the building fund. Okay? A lot of guys use it to control. A lot of women use it to make their men's providers. Okay? So whatever angle you're going to use, make sure it's beneficial to you. You said religious guilt has power. Yes, exactly. So if you're going to use it to make someone feel guilty, if you're going to use it to manipulate, if you're going to use it to get paid, however you use it, make sure it's beneficial to you. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, why are you using it if it ain't beneficial? Okay. So do we show wifey material or act like we don't care? I'm trying to have this man commit to me. Okay. The harder you try to make a man commit to you, the more they don't want to. The more you look like you don't need him to commit to you because you got several options and that you're the prize, and he better recognize and like try to get you to commit to him. That's how you do it. If you are chasing behind some dude, you aren't the prize. If you're trying to get somebody to commit, you're not the prize. They need to get you to commit. You need to dress up, go out, look good, not answer no texts. You know, you need to get them to like you more than you like them. Because if they wanted to commit, they would have already committed. Okay. The reason why they're waiting so long is because they're waiting something better to come along. And if you don't show him you got better options than him, then he's less likely going to commit. You don't have to show him you have more options. You just have to act like it and look like it and not always be with him and make yourself less available. Then he's going to wonder, what happened? Where's she at? What's she doing? Who she's with? Why is she not answering my text? Then he's going to start acting more concerned, which means he's going to start acting more possessive, which means he's going to most likely want to commit faster if he can't depend on your routine where he knows where you're at every second of the day and that you're his and he don't have to worry about you. Okay. Lynn says you're the placeholder. Yeah. So if you're his placeholder, that's why he's not trying to commit, because he's waiting for a better one to come along. And if you go show him that you waiting for a better one to come along too, he's more likely to commit because men are more possessive. So get dressed and go out, ma'am, and don't answer his text when you out. Tell him you're going out with your friend. Oh, I'm sorry, I spilled a drink on my phone and I had to air it out. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I dropped my phone and it turned off. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it ring. It was too loud up in there. Just be the woman that you are. Don't be chased behind no man for commitment. That's stupid. They're supposed to be chasing behind you. Okay. You say here come all the dusty men in the comments. Yeah, I gotta go in a little while. So y'all got one more last couple of questions. Y'all better get them out because I gotta go. Said dusty dust. Yeah, I see I got some devoted fans. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe y'all can get some, when y'all get y'all paycheck, y'all can donate since y'all in here so long. When that paycheck hits y'all account, y'all will have some money to donate. I know y'all living paycheck to paycheck because y'all called yourselves high value. All right. When a man calls himself high value, he lives paycheck to paycheck. He is your doctor and what said he's excited to see me today for my checkup. What should I reply? Say great. Is it free? Girl, they just want to make sure you come in so they can get that insurance payment, ma'am. They didn't have 5 cancellations. They trying to get that insurance payment. Never confuse a doctor with flirting with you unless he's offering to take you out or to buy you something. Okay? Because they just want that insurance and you to come back. How can you fix your subconscious mind? What do you mean fix your subconscious mind? Stop being a pygmeisha. It'll fix itself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. That was like, the question was not detailed enough, so I don't know what you need to fix about your subconscious mind. Okay. You said first you have to lose weight to get a man who's not 80 years old. Well, why would I want a man who's not 80 years old? I can go out and do whatever I want if I got a man who's 80 years old. And still eat. And still get paid. And still not have to work. So what are you talking about? I don't want a man who's not 80 years old. That's easy to get because all y'all does is be slobbering and spitting everywhere when y'all see me anyway. But that don't mean you can afford it. Uh-oh. You tired of working at 23, single? You have a few men paying for things. You want to quit and date professionally? Any advice? I wouldn't really call it dating professionally. I would find one good sugar daddy and keep your options open. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. And turn them into your boyfriend so you don't have to really worry. Y'all, James is not 80. They're just exaggerating. My husband is not 80. They're exaggerating. But even if he was 80, it's better to date a dusty. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said old men don't care about your weight as long as you are put together. Exactly. Having an awesome, what? Okay. And at a findom, just sharing the sprinkles. Oh, thank you, girl. You offend the dominatrix for getting money? Yes. Thank you, Pashmina. I appreciate you. Thank you. You like the blonde? I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Thank you for being a member. Lift with JC. Thank you, girl. So yeah. Y'all already know a woman would rather date an older man than a young dusty that can't do nothing for her because she can still date other dudes too at the same time. Why? Because the other one gonna be asleep. So you can have both. We ain't got to choose. All right. Why are they obsessed with my husband? Because they wish they was him. They wish they were him. Obviously, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Why would they be on here for the whole 3.5 hours? I mean, what do you think? Pay attention to actions, not words. Okay? Pay attention to actions, not words. When has any man stayed on alive almost 4 hours and continuously commenting? Look for actions, ma'am. So I'm flattered. But put some money on there when you get your checks. I know y'all be struggling and stretching every dime because y'all are high value. Y'all got to wait for paydays. Well, I understand, Dusties. All right. We good. We know y'all gotta wait for payday. Mm-hmm. You said my husband thinks I'm a joke. Good. Then he's still gonna pay. He know I can't do nothing serious, so he still gotta pay everything. He'll play them and get paid. Mm-hmm. If you're with a senior citizen, you lost all credibility. Really? He got AARP, Social Security, retirement, 401k. I'm on the wheel, on the deed. What? That don't sound like no credibility to me. That sounds like a lot of credit. That sounds like more credit than you will ever have in your life. That sound like in 5 years I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire. What that sound like? That sounds like the price of the house value going up. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like more than y'all will ever have in y'all entire lifetime, the generation. That sounds like a lot to me. What can you offer me, Dusty? Comments? You can't even get me no discount wherever we go. And the Applebee's coupons don't count because I ain't going to Applebee's. All right, not no 2 for 20. Nowhere over here. Oh, thank you, Femase back. I hope I said that right. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, girl. All right. Y'all gonna have to have a GoFundMe when y'all get that old. I'm trying to make the rent. All right. Your doctor DM you asking you for sexy pics, but I want him to pursue. Say, no, I'm not that kind of girl, but thank you, doctor. Keep calling him doctor. And say, no, no, I'm not that kind of girl, doctor. I'm very respectable. Okay. No, nobody wants your coupon from Applebee's Dusties that you drove to in your mama's car. No thanks. But yes. Thank you, Leonardo. You said the hair is cute. Thank you. You said your husband is 32 and looks better than your walking stroke having husband. Okay, well, you got to wait a long time to get money from your man. And I'm sure your man is healthy and vibrant and things like that, but can you go get another one too? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Lanice, how to make money to start freelancing for hair, makeup, dresses, thinking about dropping out of college to level up in account. Girl, that sounds like too many jobs in one sentence. Girl, go find you a sugar daddy and start you a business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all making it too complicated. Take the easiest route. The best way to start, the best way to make money is to have money first. So go get you a sugar daddy to gift you a bunch of money and then start your business. If you can't do that, then save and work a regular job and save your money until you can start your own business. The best way to start making money is to start off small and charge a little bit more until you're able to, make more money. But start off small. Don't start off too big. You start off too big, you're going to spend more than you make. Always make more than you spend. That's it. If you're going to freelance, you need to have start some type of social media and advertise, be super consistent. Or pay someone to do it for you to advertise. Oh, Serena. Hey, Shira, have a blessed day. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. You said monetizing off dusty hate comments is the only way they can contribute to society. Thank you, girl. That's true. Erica, we already know you will pick me. Shut up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You don't got to come here bragging on your dusty. We good. Oh, Ari, sprinkle, sprinkle. Ari, thanks for help. Thanks for housing the homeless. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Ari, thank you, girl. You're doing good deeds, ma'am. We ain't mad. Just stay in your lane. All right. Maybe we'll donate to you if you can't get the tax write off for charity. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. I gotta go, y'all, in a few minutes. Last question. Femace back? I hope I'm saying this right. You have a Dusty you can't get rid of. He's a software engineer who is unemployed and keeps showing off to your parents' house and live in a white neighborhood, and they don't want to be embarrassed. Okay. They live in a white neighborhood. Wait a minute. What kind of Dusty is you talking about? Why do they keep going to your house or your parents' house? Girl, I don't know what to tell you. You sound like a book, the movie Them. Have y'all seen that show Them? What does that sound like? Oh, you just turned 24. What advice would you give to me? Don't get pregnant, date from lifestyle and money from now on. Only deal with men with money. You're getting up to that age where you only need to deal with money at this time. Tell them to focus on getting another job, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. After day one of taking phase, okay. Thank you. Thank you for getting the elixirs. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all, Dusties, for staying here the entire time. I really appreciate your commitment. And your vigor and your enthusiasm and your constant commenting. You're really helping the comments get interactive, which helps me a lot. So, I know you can't donate now until payday, but I really appreciate all the hard effort and work that you put in on this channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. No matter what anyone says, you can change. All right. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Thank you, everyone who donated, ladies. Thank you, Miss Lauren. She donated a lot earlier. Appreciate you, Miss Lauren. I appreciate all the Dusties who have stayed here the entire time. Y'all, that's some devotion. Okay. And if y'all's ladies and long-term girlfriends ask why you didn't text them back, tell them you were too busy. Okay. Helping out the sprinkle, sprinkle lady. Okay. I will see y'all on the next one.